All right, let's get this show on the road. And all right. We be going live. I also realized I do quick little audio capture thing. There we go. Helps if I add Discord to this. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. We be live. Hello, fine viewers on the YouTube, the YouTube and the, oh God, why is one of those getting cut off? There we go. The YouTubes and the Twitches. How you doing? Oh, hold on. I think I know what I need to do. Is let me fix the Discord capture real quick. All right. Oh, hello, Sasha. How you doing? Welcome. All right, real quick. One of you nerds say something.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, cool. There we go. Everybody should be audible now. So let's say, yeah, movement. It's over. I'm sorry, it's tragic. Let me say hello to everyone on the YouTube side. A lot of these are the nerd people that are already in this chat. But hello, Moonman. How you doing? And everyone else who might be lurking or chilling. Hello, everybody. Hello, Nobody. Congratulations on your first. Hello, Hazmat. Hello, Mr. Roo. Also, thank you. Jesus of Bethlehem and Ninja Speed PD for the follows. Welcome. Hello, Zumogu. Hello, Furo. Hello, Ars. And how you doing, Sasha? Let me give you a proper shout out. Hello, Vepelier on the YouTube side. Hello. Hello, Keith Frois. Let me shout everybody out. If I miss a lot of people today, it's just because tabletop RPG streams are a little hard to keep track of all these fine nerds. And hello, Aranda Lich King. Hello, Sunspot Solarbird. Hello, Duskloom. Hello, Nado Pato. And I believe we good. I was Pirates 101. But hello, everyone. If you do not know me, I am Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nerdle and Skaven variety. And you're forced to play it. Okay, that's fine. And today, I am playing a game called Changeling the Lost with a fine gaggle of wonderful nerds. How about nerds begin to introduce yourselves? We'll go left to right, starting with Yoro.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Got her ass.
You
Got her
throw
ass.
me under the bus as always. How? Come on, but
You are aerodynamically designed to fit under buses.
God damn it! It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
You're like made in the factory to purposely just like rest tires on.
God damn it! I was made in a wrench factory by accident instead of a large piece of lumbar support factory. I don't know. But hello everybody. I'm not gonna do the intro here because I'm not used to doing it in front of other people, so we're just gonna skip that. But hi, I'm Yoro. It's scary.
I think you have to do it, Yoro. I think you have to do it.
You have to do it.
You have to. Contractually required.
God damn it. Okay, fine.
If I don't get my Flakeshki, I will die.
Okay. Because I have a new one. So when I say, who's that cutie on your screen? You say it's Yoro-chan 3033. Ready? Who's that cutie on your screen? It's
Yoro-chan
333.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm Yoda. I'm Supreme Leader Yo-Yo Mania and Yume Joshi Idol Extraordinaire. It's nice to meet everybody. I'm playing Arlo, and he is the horny bard with 2 E's. And yeah, he's here. Definitely.
Our chance in chat. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, now you next.
Hey everybody, my name is More They Doog. I am mostly a YouTuber these days. I don't stream very much. You can find me here on YouTube doing lots of lore videos about mostly Fear and Hunger, but other horror stuff too. If you couldn't tell, I'm a horror YouTuber just from looking at me.
Which reminds me, ask me later. I have a cool horror thing to show you. You might like.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And today I am playing Percy, who is a stunt rider turned knight turned stunt rider again, who lives to ride. He loves the adrenaline.
Yeah.
And he's going to crash a lot because it's really funny.
Go. Motorcycle accidents are fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of. But anyway, nice segue over to Prim. Your turn.
Welcome, I'm the Evening Primrose. I'm a garden elf. I like board games, and I like tabletop RPGs too, which is why I'm here. Today I'm going to be playing Ruth. Do you like furries? Do you like grapplers? Here I am. Here I am. It was an accident. It was not planned this way. It was not planned this way. It just is.
Real.
I'm moving over the intro. Do you like furries? Just hit me like a flashbang. Oh, Prim is not coming through very clearly for some reason.
Wait. Okay. I just realized maybe it's because I'm using a different thing for my audio. What is Discord using?
All right. In the meantime, Peony, how about you go real quick?
Yeah, hi, my name's Peony. I'm an opossum. I live in a dumpster behind Taco Bell. Howdy. I'll be playing the role of Daisy, the wise and Turigen? I'm gonna mess up saying that word every time.
Kairugen. I only know that because I hit the stupid fucking how to pronounce button at least 8 times. Do not worry.
Kairugen. Daisy was a former medical student. She's a young medical student. She was pretty much a social shut-in, only went out to classes and library and came back and studied. That was her whole life. But now she was taken by phase. And all her crazy adventures begin then, so.
Let's go. Shrink my whack-ass crystal prison so I can... I'm in a funky little magical mirror so we have enough space on screen. Yeah, and if once again, thank everybody for coming. If I do not get time to personally say hello to everyone, I want you to know I'm still very jazzed you're here, especially because I have been wanting to play Changeling the Lost for well over a decade at this point, and now it's real, and I'm very excited.
Let's go! I'm so hyped for this.
Oh yeah, I got it was Superman 2 or 3 where they just turned people into hideous cyborg. No, 3 is when they turned them into cyborgs. 2 is when they locked them into the fucking floaty jail. Anyway. Anyway. I guess before we go, Prim, did you figure out Mike's stuff?
Hopefully it sounds better.
Oh, this sounds way
Yeah,
better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. I didn't know if that was just Discord being Discord, so I did not question it.
I have some weird errors with mic choices sometimes that pop up, so I think it may have defaulted to NVIDIA Broadcast, as well as like on top of the CRISPR and other things.
It sounds really nice now.
Also, speaking of which, chat, let me know if anyone else needs to be louder or quieter or whatever, and I can dial the knobs at any time. If at any time you're like, this person's too loud or quiet, let me know. I will dial all the knobs. I will twist all the levers. As one does. But till then, yeah, I'll crank him to 11. If I crank Yoro to 11, all of our eardrums would shatter.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, can we actually turn it down a bit, please?
Yeah.
Be rude.
She must be heard though.
Like a noise marine could carry Yoro like a backpack and just like blast everyone into fucking just like particles.
Yeah. They used me in Guantanamo Bay. Did you know that?
They just had Yoro sing on repeat. Which, speaking of which, if you go to Yoro's YouTube, there's a fine selection of covers on there.
Yeah.
I think I got at least 2 of yours in my painting playlist.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah, let's go. All right, apparently everybody sounds good. Also, let me do a quick voice to dismayer. I probably need to turn this off a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think I have any other redeem, especially. Oh, we do also have 2 redeems as well. Give players a reroll for 3K. Will let a player reroll a die. And then also, if you have 10K, you can use that to... What's it called? If you use 10K, you could actually just give someone a success, which is a way bigger deal in Changeling. So if you would like to do that, that option is available to you. Otherwise, I do believe are ready.
Are roles a bigger deal in Changelings? Do we get punished more than Vampire? Because I distinctly remember getting owned every single time I failed a roll in Vampire.
I think you'll be fine. No causing failures. I usually like giving players bonuses on this. I think you're less likely to explode, but last time I think it's like, hello, I am Fragile McDetective. How are you doing, man with claws for arms? Oh no, your claws for arms.
Oh no,
like
you're
3 times
again. Your entrails are outside of your body again.
Yeah.
No.
Apparently, I'm supposed to tell you, Prim, that you're a bit shrimpy. What that means?
Ah, okay. Sit up straight.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sit up straight.
And they
Ah,
must really
damn it.
know your setup really well. If they could just be like slight posture, you're like, aha, I see you slouching. So without further ado, let us begin. Arcadia, the land of the true Fae, a cacophony of colors and shapes, tethered into crude approximations of reality by the month's contract. A world where fire burns because of pacts made not long ago. The cruel lords of this realm want for nothing, but still desire the creatures outside their reach, which they take as they see fit. In one of many untold pockets of Arcadia Castle, woven together from watercolors into Arthurian prison befitting of life. Untold counts of humans plucked at random, filled its servants' quarters, bird cages. A perfect jester capable of every wonder except for callously would think said it might. Archmage of sound and sorcery, all alone in his wizard, only kept partially sane by his collection of sacrificial puppets. The steward of discipline, keeping the unwilling guest in line, pack of browbeaten, and the princess, preparing a single night for a nameless quest. Noise gate is cutting me off. Okay, let me bring that a little closer then. A miserable forever after was promised to the human denizens of the castle, since time holds no meaning in a timeless realm, until a bold, unknown human pushed for an uprising. A chaotic revolt swept through the castle at great cost. For every one human that reached past the castle's gates, 9 were slain with little resistance. Those remaining few formed a panic tide rushing into the hedge, its thorns leaving trails of cloth and blood as those lacking quickness were picked apart by abstract beasts, or left powerless and withering in roaching vines that burrowed into them. 4 individuals of various stations, directed by the whims of fate, thrashed and clawed their way as a group, until one fateful moment the gnarled vegetation gave way to an inescapable burst of mortal ocean, engulfing their vision and drowning everything in a muffled, deafening instant. That is these 4. Yay. And so all of you, as you kind of become to come to, change the background as well, feel nothing but an initial numbness followed by scratching, pulling, as if you're being dragged. But little clothes remain sort of as you move over from escaping the hedge, kind of leaves you open to rocks and shells and bits of sand just kind of scraping away at tender skin. It's one by one, you feel like you're being dragged somewhere. It's cold, and it takes a while for all of you to begin to awake. Let's say, let's go in reverse order. So, Peony as Daisy. So, you kind of described what Daisy initially is about earlier, but could you explain the way she looks after becoming a changeling? Because for people in the audience, changelings are visually scarred by their time being held captives of the day. Look a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. So initially, before she went to the Fae world, she was kind of I wouldn't say like completely uncut, but she was pretty plain Jane. But she was a young, probably in her late teens, early 20s, school. Yeah, later on, early 20s. But a young Chinese American student that was going to med school. As I mentioned before, she was not very socially active. She probably has like those big 70s, like thick frames on.
Mhm. Oh fuck! Hold on. It's the sound is gone from the scene change. That's my bad.
No.
I will fix that real quick. We're doing a little bit of fucky visual stuff.
Oh.
I am very sorry. Just kind of repeat that like last little bit. And you should be good now.
All right. But yes, so her appearance changed when she came to the Feywilds, and that she became more doll-like. She started showing like weird. Her skin was started going paler, almost porcelain-like. Her joints started forming to look more like ball joints in a way. There might be like little hints of like dark veining on her skin, but it looks kind of like cracks and porcelain, and just a sense of like lifelessness to her. It's like an uneasy lifelessness to her, since she was just more of a tool than anything for her.
That's very nice. And how's it going, Raiders? Sorry about that. The little bit of scuff on my end. Hopefully, Yokai Watch was good for you, Goofy. Hello. Welcome everybody. We are playing a game called Changeling the Lost. We're about to kind of get in. The characters have just escaped the hedge, and we're learning a bit about how they've been altered by this. So let's go. And let's go, Prim. Let's see. What's going on with Ruth now post hedge?
Ruth. Okay, so scant bits of clothing that are left on Ruth give way to like a patch on her shoulder on what looks like what would have been a nice probably blue I would say blue suit top, and a long necktie that looks really tight on her throat right now. Otherwise, she has what appears to be black dog ears coming out of her black short, like very poofy, like what had once been a perm, but got out of control with this, what's the word, when you don't take care of it very well for maybe a couple years.
Yeah.
And she looks like she has a rough face, and she also has I suppose no shoes at this stage. Yeah, no shoes. But like claws at the ends of her hands and at her feet, and also a kind of scruffy, wiry black tail.
That's very nice. Okay, let's go, Mal. What's Percy looking like?
Percy was a stunt driver. He was young, just days before his 18th birthday, before he was taken, and he's boyishly handsome, but covered in scars from his dirt biking and his trying to be a stunt driver. When he was in with the Fae, he was conscripted to become a knight, and over time he became lither, more stereotypically like a handsome prince, but also colder. He didn't change as drastically as some of the other ones, but it was more in his personality. So his self-confidence became more of an arrogance, and he began looking down more at other people. And during his days, he got a pretty mean scar across his face, which his princess didn't like very much. But he escaped the hedge. He grabbed one piece of armor with him, so he's a bit better suited than everybody else at the moment. Everyone else, he's just in rags and his nice chainmail halberd. Yeah.
Good. And then then Yoro. What's Arlo looking like these days?
So, initially, Arlo, before he dove into some bush, so to speak, initially he was. I want you to imagine like the most like 70s man you can think of. Like I'm talking like Ashton Kutcher and like that 70s show level of just like this guy just screams 70s. He had this like kind of like Technicolor looking like shirt that's since been like torn to shreds. He was pretty conventionally attractive for the time period. He was a comedian before he was kidnapped, up and coming on the rise. His dream was to be, world renowned, travel the world, all that, but those dreams were cut short when a bunch of idiot fae stole his ass and essentially made him a think tank kind of ghostwriter for one of the Jester's material. And since then, you could say that he has been tickled pink by his own jokes. His skin is now a kind of lighter, like really like pinkish, like pastel pink sort of shade. They say that improv and comedy is all about listening, so his ears have kind of elongated into these kind of whimsical little like not like elvish ears, or like I guess like if you played like Jack and Daxter, like those like the troll ears that they have. In addition, even though he was in the Fey realm, his libido did never fade. So he is now literally horny, and he has two horns that have sprouted over his head. In addition to more like bleach blonde, his hair used to be dark, and now it's like more blondish and fun and whimsical. So yeah, I've become pink guy. Yes.
Kind of a little tiefling-esque too, a little bit.
Yeah.
So all of you have, now that you've kind of like fully come to your senses, you can kind of realize where you're at. You are in a cave by a beach. The sand is like really, really dark, and there's these like huge cliffs sort of all around you before you can kind of like climb up to land. In this little cave alcove, Doro vanishes into the void.
Sorry. I got
No.
squashed. I went into the hedge for a little bit. Sorry.
I'm banished.
It happens like that. So you're in what looks like somebody took a little beachside cave and kind of made it into a little makeshift home. You can see a couple of sleeping bags, a selection of just like waterlogged, just kind of scrap pieces of furniture, magazines. Kind of a feeling that a lot of this was likely stolen, but like even when it was not particularly worth anything. And across from you are two individuals. One of them is a really kind of messy looking dude. He's that kind of dirty where you are surrounded by water, but you're still like filthy. So it's kind of got that waterlog stank going on.
Damn.
His hair is matted. Very visible track marks are in a couple of areas, and sort of next to him is a similarly ragged woman. She looks like maybe at one point, well, first of all, she looks about like 10 years younger than the dude. But also you kind of have a feeling at one point she might have been more normal in society as opposed to him. And both of them are just kind of staring at all of you. And he's just like, hey, you all awake? You awake? It's very sluggish movements, but he's still trying to like snap his fingers, try to get your attention as you all kind of just fade into existence.
Yeah, I think I am. What the hell was that?
I don't know, man.
Rescued by hobos. Not my first time happening, but if it's weird that it's happened twice already.
Hey man, we're not hobos or freaks. We're living down by the beach. This is our home.
Freaks.
Our own little bit of paradise. Also, nerd fun fact: hippies usually refer to themselves as flower children or freaks. Carry on. This is going to be a very anachronistic game, but just bear with it for everyone. I have learned a few things about this. So what kind of trip were you all on? Found you on the beach, just drowning.
Were you guys in with us in that place?
What?
Maybe not.
So,
and like you,
I don't
you
think
all. I'm sorry.
Daisy. I was gonna say Daisy probably wouldn't be saying anything. She'd probably be like just super deadpan, like examining herself or looking for any injuries. But she's typically a quiet type, so.
Luckily, despite everything, you're not injured, but you all are kind of taken by the fact that you all look visibly different than you previously did. They do not. They look like beach bums. They have nothing really spicy going on visually, apart from layers of just like gunk.
Is the change if the changes to their bodies, would that be something they would have noticed while they were on the other side? Or is it something like they're just now like, oh, wow, this is different?
Uh, Probably I imagine in Arcadia, like everything is so moist Manuel. Sorry, I have to. It's fun to snap. Anyway, though, but when you're in there, you're kind of living a constant life of misery, so your sense of self is kind of not doing great.
Mhm.
But now that you can kind of like get a bearing, you kind of like you do have a mental image of what you looked like. You're like, this is not it. I look visibly different.
So,
Mhm.
so freaks, you two lovely people. First of all, thank you for helping us. I assume you did. You're not really bothered by what you're seeing. This doesn't freak you out, because
No, man, you come up here to enjoy the commune life like all the others. Enjoying the beaches and the nice town of Mendocino. And you notice the entire time the woman has not said a word.
yeah, like
She is roughly, her eyes are just kind of roughly glazed over, really. She might be on something.
Is there any tide pools or like any little standing water areas like that she could look for reflection, that we could look for reflection?
Oh yeah, you're probably maybe like not even 30 seconds away from the ocean. Like you could just walk back and just take a look.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you do look at that, you can like the water is beautiful here, by the way. Like this is like a nice balmy, like maybe like early 70s, late 60s in temperature and time. Haha. But that was the joke. I didn't mean to make that one. But it is very nice weather. The water is very clear. It's a gorgeous view. Wherever you are, it is very nice. You did hear him say Mendocino, which I don't know how if you want all your characters to be from California or not, but like that's kind of like a coastal town in sort of the middle of nowhere.
damn.
Lots of rich people like to vacation here because the weather is lovely.
I immediately look around for a weapon.
Hey, I gotta beat these hobos. I think
Well, the beach itself is kind of bereft of weapons other than maybe driftwood. You kind of look. There's probably some shit in their like little abode that you could use as like a makeshift. Like there's like crates and stuff. If you would like to just like pick one up and like yank a piece of wood off, I can't
I would like
guarantee
to
it
do
will
that.
last very long. So as you go for it, the guy's like, "Oh, hey, wait, chill, man, chill. What are you doing?"
Well, I don't really like freaks, but I don't trust you guys.
I mean, I hate to ruin your your violent mood here, but they did just save us. If didn't they?
Yeah, man, we did save you. That's why if you have any money, listen, man. It's I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a lot of money these days, and
But did you not
me and Moonlight got kicked out of the commune. So
did
Do
you
we
not
look
like
like
rob
we have
us?
any money?
Yeah, did you not rob us while we were out? I feel like that's like the smart move to do.
oh no, I didn't.
How do you get kicked out of a commune?
Oh, there's all this like farming blows, man.
I think
Just wanna
Daisy would
be
kind of
just-
slide up next to Percy and kind of tug on his whatever left of his sleeve is and just be like, we need to go. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. Look, I think my house isn't too far from here. Maybe my stuff's still there. What year is it?
Oh, it's like the brain shuts down. He doesn't give you a response after a while.
Great.
Do you know what day it is?
It's morning, man. Look at the sun.
Great. We're great. Absolutely great. Thanks, sir. Thank you, kind sir. Let's just go. Let's just go, guys.
Well, if you ever want to chill, just come on down, I guess.
Yes.
Both
Thanks,
of them just kind of wave as all of you collectively leave.
man.
What the hell
Maybe we
did they
should find
slip
out.
us?
Maybe we
What
should
are you
find
gonna-
out when we are exactly.
How did we even get here? I don't understand what's happening right now.
Yeah, we were
Why-
in that place, the castle, then that forest or whatever it was, and then here. What happened?
Well, at least they're speaking English. That's at least we're not someplace that we would be utterly screwed otherwise. It seems we're in California at the very least, but I would hope that the world has not turned to other people like that, you know. They're not freaks.
Like us? And then kind of looking at the hands real quick.
I mean, we don't look that bad. I think, you know, some of us have been affected more than others, but, you know, at the very least, you know, we're all serviceable. I suppose those other people either did not see what we truly looked like, or they just didn't care, and that people like us are rampant, but
They were
do
very
you think?
obviously high as hell.
Yeah,
True.
you don't need a roll
True.
to figure that out. Yeah, no, they were.
Need a medicine roll.
He's
roll with
obviously
like a,
tweaking.
like a +5.
I think they're high.
Welcome,
Well-
Raiders. Welcome. You're currently playing Changeling the Lost, so howdy.
Well,
do you think this is a
you-
trick? Are we still in there?
I would hope not. Well,
At least
I don't
as
think
far
we
as
should
you can-
relax just yet.
I was gonna say real quick, as far as you can tell around you, everything feels probably the most normal it's been in a long time. So if this is Arcadia, this is some like next level layered fey trickery bullshit, but at least you can kind of feel like things have kind of mellowed out slightly.
I'm gonna sniff the air a bit and like doesn't smell like that place. Also, and just like reaching to the nose, like, okay, I have a nose again.
well,
Oh, this is a question for the DM. So, like, in the Fey world, would they have been like drastically way more different in appearance than they are in the human world? Like, going from one world to the other, did they gain like some of the humanity back, or is it just like
It's being trapped in Arcadia is just like a never-ending nightmare kaleidoscope of just like legitimately the way the laws of reality work on there is entirely pact based. Like the color blue exists in Arcadia because long ago the color blue made a pact with the Fey Lords that kind of take care of it so that things could look blue.
Oh.
Like it's all pact based and like nonsense. So like while you're in there, it's really hard to get your bearings, and you're also being like bossed around and bullied and beaten, like eaten in some cases. So like coming through, you kind of feel like things have definitely like stabilized a bit. But also as you kind of get your bearings as well, you realize like there is a town close to shore, but it's still going to be like maybe a good 20-minute walk because you are without vehicle at the. And then Mal, you did say for Percy, did you want his house to be in Mendocino, or do you want it to be like elsewhere in California?
Yeah, we can say it's here.
Okay, sounds good. Like where do you think his house would be? Like this is like a lot of the people kind of live in town, but there are like a lot of little like farms and like little places outside of town. It's kind of like there's like there's a pretty big outskirts. Like the Mendocino has a population now of like 900 people, and in the 60s way less.
Okay. Is there a bad side of town?
Not really. No, it's a nice place. Like you'll
Oh,
your
maybe not.
character.
If it's a nice place, then probably not then. Yeah.
Okay,
actually.
in that case, no. This is like a tourist town.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I didn't know that Mendocino was that nice. So yeah, no, he's not from a nice area.
It's all good. It's all good. So yes, you can either an option would be just to kind of like walk to town, maybe go back to the two people by the beach and get a little bit more clarifying info about the area. Probably it's probably the big two ones, honestly.
Hmm.
Another option.
Or if you,
There's got to be a highway through here, right?
Oh yeah, there is a road like right by the beach. Like it's you could follow like following the highway to town is probably how you're gonna do it. You could try to hitchhike as well.
That was going to be a suggestion. We could hitchhike. 4 people though is going to be a tough sell.
Do you think those freaks might have a ride somewhere?
What are you thinking? What's your line of thought here?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
I think I have an inkling of it. I think I have an inkling of idea of what you were thinking.
They wouldn't notice if it were gone, would they? If they had
Fair
something?
enough.
What
Fair
about the
enough.
commune they were talking about?
You'd have to ask them about that.
Yeah, they'd have a ride. They probably wouldn't notice it's missing either.
You could try to get into town, Ruth, especially since you were a cop. You could maybe try to see what's up in the police station.
Hmm.
As a potential. I mean, you gotta get there first, but like that's an option to like
Yeah.
settle yourself.
They would totally have noticed that a state trooper would have gone missing. We should probably head to town.
Yeah.
That might be the best course of action. I would prefer the comforts of civilization compared to whatever the hell we went through back there.
Yeah, let's walk and try to hitch.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, as you begin to walk your way back, walk your way to Mendocino, there's a couple of things you notice. One of them, nobody responds to your hitchhiking. And in fact, if they see you hitchhiking, begin to speed up.
Oh no.
Would
Or people in rags.
Yeah.
Probably not.
You're also not necessarily alone. In different, like farther ahead, you can kind of see little outlines of people also walking over there. Kind of roughly, it's without like kind of closing the distance from what you can kind of see. They look maybe in about the same state you're in. Not doing great.
do you guys think there are others like us? How many of us made it through, actually?
Well, there was a lot of ruckus over the other side, so who knows?
Let's continue.
Do you wish to close the distance, or are you going to keep it to kind of to your own selves?
Yeah, we should. I think we should go ask them what the deal is. Maybe they know
Yeah.
something that we don't.
Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, so as you all begin to put a little skip in your step, you make your way to the other group heading to the casino on foot. And since a lot of let's see, I don't know when all of you individually got picked up by the Fey realm, but how many of you would have had experience with hippies before?
Percy would have a bit, because he's been only gone real time about 6 months, I think.
Okay.
I've probably been gone for like 3 or 4 years. I don't know when hippies started sprouting up.
Early 60s even, I think.
Okay, so yeah, not a bright view.
You don't know exactly what time it is right now, but I will say that this is hippie time, so you'll find out some details soon.
I think Daisy probably would have seen a lot of that on campus, maybe.
Oh, 100%. If you are a student this time, like if you don't have to actually be one, but it would be like nigh impossible not to see hippie age group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you see a couple of like very obviously just kind of like the very stereotypical kind of like ragged clothes. Like it's a lot of them kind of look like at one point they were students, especially probably closer to Daisy's age. They're wearing what at one point was probably nicer clothes, but has been sort of worn and kind of gotten just like destroyed by still Prim to stick her tongue out. Just got worn by usage and just kind of just like taking nice clothes and turning them into camping gear is not a good way to make them last. And they do see you all approach and they wave over. They're like, "How's it going? Hello. Punch something. Hello. How's it going?" And they all seem pretty friendly. I'm gonna say like maybe this is roughly a group of like 5 people. Maybe like 3 women, 2 dudes.
And
Like I
they
said,
look
like
perfectly normal.
student age. Yeah, they do not have any visual differences going on. Like
More hippies, huh?
how's
What
it
are you
going,
guys doing
friends?
here?
Like, oh, we heard there's a commune up outside of Mendocino, and we were looking to escape from it all.
Ah,
Summer of Love didn't really do us any favors, so we're heading north.
Summer of Love. What's that?
Oh, it was thought we could really change things, man, up in Haight-Ashbury, but it didn't really work out. Didn't really change, man. So trying to boogie up north, maybe head over to this Skeeter Ranch place we've heard about. Try to live the real life, you know?
mm. Well, there's a couple of freaks on the beach that might know about that if you're interested.
Like, oh, really? Where?
What direction did we come from?
You could probably just roughly point towards the beach in like a certain
Just
area.
kind of like with my thumb just kind of pointing back, like, yeah, back over there, yeah.
They do nod and like shake your hand and thank you for that, and then they be freaking 9 days out of the week. Hell yeah, they do actually begin heading to the beach in kind of the opposite direction now.
Hey, I yell at him. Hey, before you go, what year is it?
1969, man.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Wait,
Wait,
Uh-oh.
just how long were we gone?
4 years?
I believe 1 year.
4 years?
Ruth is not having fun. How long's Arlo been gone? You don't have a set time. That's also fine
Oh.
too.
Sorry, my mic is acting up.
it's
I
okay.
think he's been gone for maybe like 6 months.
Okay, so by coincidence, I grouped the two into the oh man, it's been 6 months, and then the other side's like it's been years.
It's been years.
Felt like a
What?
lot longer on the other side, that's for sure.
It did feel like basically like a whole lifetime over there.
Yeah, it felt like I was in there for decades, but that
Oh,
was
man.
all real,
I
right?
couldn't really count.
Oh gosh. My degree. Oh, my parents. Oh, they're gonna kill. Do they even know I'm alive?
Are we alive? Is this real?
I would hope so.
There's
I
only
would
one way to find out. Ruth is gonna start cracking her knuckles at
just
Chrissy.
start pinching each other, start beating the shit out of each other. Get over here.
PvP
Nothing like a
first
little-
session, let's go.
Yeah, nothing like a little blood sport to let you know that you're really alive.
Yeah.
At least for right now, you feel relatively. I mean, you look, depending on who you are, very very strange, but you feel alive more than you have in a while, anyway.
Oh God,
Well,
should we all get like urine tests together or something?
yeah. Maybe this was one sort of crazy trip.
You-
I haven't done this stuff before, so is it like this?
I don't think they usually fly this high.
Maybe we
We've taken in a couple before.
Right,
More than
listen.
a couple.
Should we
What-
get to a hospital or something if we were drugged? Or
That might be a good
was
idea.
that real that happened?
we all experienced it. Quick. Everybody, just in a circle. We saw the same thing, right?
Just a lot of strangers are just driving by as you all huddle on the side of the road for like a little powwow.
Like the castle and the crazy, weird subjects and the princess and the creepy clown guy who just kept making me say the same jokes over and over and over and over. You guys, did you your you that was a thing you guys experienced?
I mean, I did some bad stuff, so I hope it wasn't real, but that's what you said.
I saw
the
glimpses
same
of that
thing.
from the garden. The dogs weren't really let into the house much.
Ugh. I don't like the sound of this. Not one bit.
It's also one of those things too where like because of just like fucky wucky fey geometry, the castle felt like infinitely huge, but also there's chances you probably maybe, depending on what station you're in, might have glimpsed some of the other people.
Hmm.
But during that sort of big escape, which you're still all don't really have a fine grasp of how the escape happened. It was kind of just one day, it's like, we're doing it! And then people were just getting slaughtered and you just all ran.
Leroy Jenkins, right into the hedge.
You saw a lot of people just basically just get ripped apart into nothingness as you're running.
Well,
Ugh.
I kind of don't want to think about it much anymore. Let's just get to town and get our bearings, huh?
Reporters, well, so
That's probably for the best.
you, and I'm going to point at Daisy, because we actually haven't introduced ourselves yet. You
Oh,
said
yeah,
you were
we
also
haven't.
gone for a couple years, right? Parents that love you, think they would have put out a missing poster for you? If we go to the police station, we can sort that out.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea. I don't know what to do right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's do what you said.
Yeah. What's your name anyway?
Daisy. I'm Daisy. And you could probably tell she hasn't actually said that name for a while, so it kind of
Well,
feels
that's
foreign to her.
There's probably a lot of like the wizard just being like, you are a toy, like for
Yeah.
a long time.
Well, I'm Sir. Well, maybe not Sir anymore, huh? I'm Percy.
I haven't said this in a while. Ruth.
Just bark it out a little bit.
A little bit.
What?
Who are you?
Me? You saying you
What's your
haven't
name?
heard of me before?
No.
Well, I'm Arlo. You may recognize me from some smaller comedy clubs in Hollywood and the greater Los Angeles area. You do know me, right?
No
You-
cars in a row drive by in complete silence.
Well,
If
this
I
is
say
just
yes, can we just go?
well, this is just a blow to my ego. Fine. Well, I'm a comedian. If you didn't guess by my extremely funny jokes and wicked sense of humor.
Yeah, real.
And you got
funny
paid for
guy.
that.
Sometimes maybe.
You know what? Sometimes I got paid in rent money, and other times it was shrooms, but I made ends meet.
Let's get out of here, huh?
Yeah, let's go. All right.
Yeah.
So, even though the beach is fairly close to Mendocino proper, it's still like a pretty good walk. So I'm just gonna say, roughly by the time you reach the town, it is the afternoon. You are tired and exhausted, like not mechanically tired, just like Jesus Christ, I've been walking for like 3 hours. Mendocino itself is an incredibly small little town. Lots of little touristy shops. At this point in time, maybe a diner, maybe let me see, like there's like a little diner, there's like a very very small police station, a lot of beachside property too at the area you're at, and then kind of like further off past Mendocino is once you kind of get into the more wooded area, like little small, like little a lot of like berry and grape farms. Like this is the soil here is real acidic, so it's hard to grow like proper crops, but this is a like wine country for the most part. So it's like beaches and wine. So like you would normally see a lot of touristy people around town. And it does seem like there are still, but there's also a pretty large amount of like these what we'll colloquially call as hippies at this point, just kind of wandering around. Just a lot of them are just kind of like make little makeshift tents. A lot of them are like lounging. A lot of them are just trying to like it's definitely a town that people have been like migrating to, and the locals are not jazzed. Especially like I think at this point California is like a firmly like very staunch Republican state, very 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 kind of like rigid morals, and then like a tidal wave of hippies have kind of come to their shores.
Well, at least we fit it right in with the local, populace. At the very least, we don't look incredibly out of place.
Yeah,
Small
let's.
blessings.
How about we check out the police station first, see if there's any missing persons reports out for us.
Surely my manager would have put one out, or oh God, my manager. Ooh, ooh, okay. You know what? I'll just wait outside. I don't think I'd like to call him. He's gonna skin me alive.
So as you all head to the Mendocino police station, change the backgrounds, very very rural. The station itself, this picture I have from like a one around the time is probably too big for what we're going to do. It is incredibly small. Like we're talking a town where usual like police trouble is like maybe public intoxication, not a sleepy little town. So there's like the police presence is basically nothing. As you kind of come in though and enter the door, the actual police station is empty, other than the lady kind of manning the dispatch and account. Seems to be a older, heavy-set woman, maybe in her 50s, just kind of reading into a very obvious Harlequin romance novel. The
Nice.
interior of the police station is very nice, actually. Like it looks like they managed to like probably put all of their public funding into getting like dartboards and like a nice TV for the time. And like they have a fax machine. Ooh.
Ooh.
But there's no other cops there.
Fancy.
The lady is like deep in her literotica, so one of you will have to physically or have to get her attention.
Ahem. Ahem.
What do you want?
Excuse me, ma'am. Fine choice of literature you have there. I'm a big fan of Wild Wicked Scotsman myself. We're here to
Thank
look.
you.
Oh God, okay. We're here to inquire if there's been any recent missing persons reports across California. For that I kind of like gesture to like my friend to kind of step up and be like, all right, tell them your full name.
Like, are you kidding me? Every parent's been calling in saying that their child ran away to go do drugs in the woods or something like that.
Well,
We can barely keep track of all of them, and then all those flower children coming here and smoking in public and not obeying the rules.
If we were to look around in this police department, would there be like missing posters on the wall, or would there be like a section for that?
Yeah, there probably would be some, yeah. Then also when like the lady gets her like look down, she looks actually back up at Ruth and be like, "Oh hey, you were in last week, weren't you? How'd that go?"
But I haven't been here in years. Well, okay, like 2 months ago, but 2 months and years?
You're like a cop though, right? Am I confusing you with someone else?
She's gonna puff her chest up a little bit. Highway patrol.
Yeah. You said you came in looking for some suspicious individuals. I take it these you found them? Just like looking at the rest of the party.
Look, we are really suspicious.
Well, missing persons. These are missing persons. I'm also a missing No. Can you do a missing persons search for the Daisy? Looking over at Daisy. Got a last name?
King.
Yeah, hold on. She like Like I'm gonna have to call some people, but you can sit down in the chairs if you want. Anyone else? While I'm on the line.
Percy Troy.
All right. Like this is definitely back in the era where police stations did not talk to each other. So she's gonna have to actually like call someone and
Daisy chain it.
yeah. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Could you do a check for Arlo? Just Arlo. You may have heard of me.
Yeah, that's not enough information. I'm gonna need a last name or you're not gonna get anything.
It's like he just kind of like you can see him just kind of wilt a little bit, and he's like, Arlo Williams.
Yeah, all right. Give me a bit.
Thanks, son.
And while she's calling some people, this is nice. It is air conditioned. You do get comfy little seats. It's good.
Yeah, nice.
More luxury than they probably have had in a long time.
Yeah. You get to sit in a soft chair without getting hit with a hideous Fey stick. Which for context in the Fey realm, that means at one point the concept of sticks had to make a pact with the Fey to make sticks hurt when they hit
please.
you.
Wow.
Please, I don't want to think about Fey magic anymore.
It's a long place. So as you're all chilling, relaxing, recuperating, kind of de-stressing, the lady beyond the counter goes back. She's like, "Yeah, I called Central and I got nothing. I got nothing for any of yous." I don't know why she's got this voice.
What?
I'm just going with it. Yeah, no one reported he's missing.
Are you certain?
Yeah.
Damn, nobody really cares about us.
Oh.
A week or two ago.
You know, Ruth, with like 85% certainty, you were not here a week.
Yeah,
or two
yeah.
ago.
It's just hey guys. Why don't we head out real quick?
Yeah.
There's something to talk about.
Official Changeling business.
Yeah. Thank you for
Sounds-
your time, Miss
It's Lizzie.
Miss Lizzie. Thank you. Guys, I wasn't here 2 weeks ago. I couldn't have been. I was in the yard.
You got do you got like a twin sister or something that you haven't told
No.
us about yet, or?
There's no way any of my relatives would have been able to pass the test to get into the patrol.
And how come no one's put out a missing persons for any of us? One of us, maybe. All of us? Sure, we all got someone, right?
Yeah. Something's not adding up, and I'm not liking the sound of it.
I feel real bad
You-
for Daisy too. Look at this.
I've got a bad feeling about this, guys.
Right, how tall is Daisy?
I
want to pet her head, but at the same time it's kind of like if you're like 6 foot, then
No,
This is
she's
kinda
probably
hard.
definitely
Reach up there.
short. She's probably
That's just Gapmo, so it makes it cuter.
Yeah.
I
Should
wouldn't know.
we-
I can't name like a specific height, but yeah,
That's
definitely
fine.
on the shorter side.
pet her head. And there's got to be someone who cares about this one.
Well, if Ruth was just here, maybe we should find her.
I
Did you live around here?
Let me see. Well, highway patrol. I get stationed across a couple different areas.
God. Feels like we're in the Twilight Zone or something.
You could also potentially ask Lizzie for more details about like where you might have been at, stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, I can ask her what my headquarters. Well, I mean,
It's
if I got promoted or anything like that, that
Yeah,
might
it's a
kind of
station
sound strange,
nearby.
huh?
would there be
Yeah.
phone booths around this time?
There's probably a phone booth in town. You don't really have money though, which is the problem for a
Oh.
phone booth.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
true.
I mean, the police station would have a phone.
Is there happen to be a fountain around this place, perhaps, where people would throw various amounts of coins and money into, perhaps?
We're gonna scrounge for cash.
We are in a tourist spot, you know.
I mean, we have a fountain, but that's been picked clean by the tourists.
Damn it!
Oh,
A lot of you are kind of seeing that we can't have nice things here in Mendocino anymore.
Hmm.
Look, after this, I think we should talk to those hippies outside. Maybe they can hook us up with some food and maybe some clothes too.
You saying we join a commune?
Well, enjoying it enough.
Well, okay.
real quick, I will go back into Lizzie
side-eyeing.
Okay.
for one
If
last
you-
question.
Yeah, sure.
So, what station was I working out of last?
You were working. She's checking some papers. You were working at a station maybe south of, about 20 miles south of here.
Okay. Thanks.
It's just you came quite a bit away, so whoever you're looking for must have been important.
They must have got the better of me this time. Okay.
You look like shit. I'm going to be honest. Is everything okay?
I feel like shit too. Everything matches. Back out.
Got your gun or your badge or anything?
Nothing. I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
I mean, unfortunately, we don't kind of stretched thin right now with all them freaks running around. But I got something maybe for you. She kind of feels bad. She's looking at all of you. Yeah, come with me. We have an impound you can borrow for a while as long as you put it back.
Eyes are gonna light up in pounds. Great, excellent.
And
Great.
She takes you on the back. She is incredibly slow though. She is like like Ocarina of Time when King Jub kind of just waddles out of the way. She's rocking about that speed. So she does kind of move you around back, and she shows you one singular vehicle kind of in the little tiny makeshift impound lot. This is not a town that would have an impound, but they do now because they have to. And inside of there, it's a old, not really well maintained VW bus.
Let's go.
However, while the actual you can kind of see there's a lot of rust and neglect on it. On the side, it does have the sweetest airbrush Lord of the Rings mural you've ever seen.
Let's go! Fucking go!
It's got Frodo, Sam, and Gollum going into Mordor, and it covers the entire left side of the bus. The right side
so
looked like it must have been scraped off in an accident, but the left side, let me tell you, looking sick. Yeah, just do me the pill bus.
Swag. Far out, man.
I whispered to Ruth so that the woman can't overhear. I'm like, can you ask her if there's anything in the lost and found that's been left there a while that we can take? Did that not come through?
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking lost and found. What do you think? This is a school place? No, this is just impound or nothing.
Well.
Do you see anything of yours in here? Are you from the area?
No, I just want some clothes.
He is kind
Maybe there's something inside.
I guess when you do look inside the van, it does look like there are some changes of clothes, but they are all very very stereotypical hippie wear. That's about Liz would be yeah, it was just kind of abandoned at one point. We don't know the people who were driving it, why they left it at the side of the road, but we brought it in.
Well, better than nothing, I guess.
I can smell the weed from outside.
Yeah, no, it's palpable.
We're just keeping it out of auction for a couple days. We'll take it.
Ruth has obtained her 2-dot van.
Nice, let's go.
Let's go.
So
we don't have any gas in it though.
You do have access to a vehicle. You do maybe have about a third tank of gas right now. So you'll have to pick kind of where you're driving carefully and obtain any amount of money. Some potential options. You could busk in town, so that might be difficult. You could ask around about that commune. You could visit some like other places. Crime is also on the table. Not that I think your party would, but that's just kind of the situation you're in when you got no money and you need money real quick. The area is littered with beach houses.
Abandoned? Question mark.
Is there a map of the area in the vehicle at all, or would I have to go back into the station for that?
You would have to go back to the station. You can get a like map of California.
Okay. Like I already have a good mental map as a person who professionally drove through parts of California. It's just would be handy for visualizations.
Yeah, a lot of map locations we're going to kind of play it abstract by ear for at least for today. But yeah, if there's any like idea of where you would like to try going.
We have enough
Percy have
gas
a
to reach.
spot? Percy had a spot around here, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could drive to your place, see what's up. You've only been gone for what, like 6 months, you said?
Yeah. My ma lives in a town around here. It's not very nice though.
And maybe she can get us some money, at least for the rest of the tank.
Look, I'll be honest. I don't know about that. She usually drinks it all away. But
I don't know.
I
Take
got a
some
little
of her
stash
pearls.
there, maybe. Wouldn't mind getting my bike, to be honest. Then we'll have 2 cars to worry about the gas for, won't we?
Siphon gas, easy.
I actually do have a merit, but for something kind of like this, but at the same time, we can work it out later.
I mean, you can use it. You can use the merit now.
Okay. In that case, it's the driver's little helper one. It's the one that you can shorten a journey, but it kind of fucks the journey over at the same time. Like the vehicle, I don't know what page it's on, but I can copy the text if needed. Run without expending gasoline or any other fuel. Second, the token confers a small bonus to the Changeling's drive rolls, and it allows you to cut your driving time by about a third. But it overheats the car after an hour, and you can't drive it for 15 minutes at least afterwards. Unless you can fix the car, which I'm not a mechanic.
I mean, some of you do have, like, doesn't Peony have, like, a mechanic ability?
I believe I do. Let me look and see at my abilities real quick.
We're basically going to go by the rules that, like, you all
Brief
know.
glamour of repair is what I have. Which I believe.
Let me zoom into California.
I find that. I'm looking in this book real quick. I don't remember what pages that would be on.
The pages for that would be on. Have that written. Charm Star, Contract Star page 125 in the PDF. You could also probably just Control F for it and find it as well.
It wasn't coming up with Control F. I might have wrote it down differently or something.
Brief Glamour of Repair is page 134.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
It's marked as like a wits and craft roll.
Yeah.
It's just there's no way I would probably succeed at that.
Am I needing to do some repairs on the car or something?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Okay.
Like if you want to combine your magical charms of does not need gas but breaks the vehicle with unbreak the vehicle, that's a great combo.
Coded.
Okay. So token for this, it's supposed to be like an actual token. So an additional patch on her shoulder. Aside from the like highway patrol one that's kind of ragged, there's another patch that says Garden Patrol. And Ruth is going to actually take that patch and I actually don't know what the inside of this looks like. I wonder if did cars back then still have like the window shades? Would this have window shades?
Probably. We can say you
Okay.
spend points on you spend dots on this. You could have shades.
She's going to kind of like tuck the patch into the shade, so it's being held there by just the force between the car and the shade. Okay, I think we can go anywhere. Well, not anywhere we want, but we can go a bit of a distance. We can get your motorcycle. Then we'll also find out. If I was here 2 weeks ago, where the hell have you been?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's head out then, huh?
See, I'm doing a fun little Google Maps right now to figure out where I'm because Mal's like my town is kind of rough. Okay, so you're in Mendocino. Looking up some potential or areas of this. I kind of forget that California is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Big.
Oh, that one is 11 hours. My bad. Not
11 hours, goddamn.
see. Just doing a quick little closest one if we want to go. I want to go just like do you think you would be like in a city or like a small town, kind of like not doing great area?
Small town.
Okay. So there is Trinity County, which is going to be roughly about a 6-hour drive. Which it sounds like you guys got the gas and the got the gas situation, and then you got the repair situation set up. So that's totally doable as a thing to do. It is Trinity County is about northeast of where you're at, like a pretty sizable distance.
Hang on. Actually, before we go, it might be hard to get out of Trinity County is the thing.
Yeah.
Because it's really only my bike and not much else there.
Okay.
Because it's so poor. We can't really rob anywhere because there's nothing to rob.
You don't
I mean-
think Percy would have like had like a stash of cash or something and like at his place, or
He would have spent it
Could
all
also,
on his
like-
bike.
maybe we could
Okay.
trade like some things.
If you're assuming Percy has money, that's probably not the best way to go.
Yeah. Maybe we should go to Ruth's first, and because if there is somebody mysterious there, maybe we can just take whatever they've got.
You want to steal from me?
I was about to say you.
Well, it's not you, is it?
I'm in a party full
I
of
guess I can't say one
kleptomaniacs.
way or the other. I'm the only me I know.
Well, it might be safer to go there first and see what the score is before we go somewhere a bit rougher in the middle of nowhere, huh?
Now, a potential option. This would probably require you to like make some rolls to convince Susie. You could put a dispatch call out for yourself.
Huh.
For which
Call
which one?
myself here. Like a dog. Okay, fine.
But I think that will take some convincing because that's a weird thing to do.
And baby, you've got a horny bard on your team, okay?
Alright,
we can try. We can try.
Yeah, I guess Ruth doesn't need to be the one to make the roll, but like somebody will need to convince Susie because otherwise it's the ridiculous idea of like I'm here, but also I need you to call me.
I got something. I got
I
something.
could also just disappear.
Let me at her.
Yeah,
Let me
you
at
could,
her.
you could just go out and you guys attempt to do it like later in the
Yeah.
day.
Or Ruth doesn't go back in there, and one of us walks in there and says, "Ruth ran away. She left. We found her gun. She needs to get back here. Can you do a dispatch?"
I'm assuming you're also doing the scheming outside the police
Yeah,
station.
maybe
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not like
Yes,
microphone sitting
yeah,
here.
Yeah, so Susie's went back inside. You are currently in the like around the bus in the back.
Well,
We're right next to her, but she's so engrossed in her book she doesn't hear us.
she just loves that fan fiction, bro. Okay, let her,
Yeah,
let her,
she's
let
in
her.
there.
Okay. Well, my idea was maybe we say that Ruth lost her radio, and we're seeing if it works. Or hey, could you call my friend out there? We just want to make sure her radio's working. Or maybe we could
Mm.
get some, and then I could like pretend to talk to her and be like, haha, hey Ruth, haha,
Sounds like a
Is-
Sounds good
plan.
to me.
Yeah, if you want to give that a go, I won't be there to see it.
Go hide in the van.
I'll try and get the
Roger,
weed
roger.
smell out.
No, you're gonna need industrial strength clingers.
They're just airing out the van.
This man extra skunky.
So Ruth is the fun thing too. Is so like Ruth, I imagine you're like pretty bigger because you're like beast seeming, right?
Mhm.
I think at this point you can't like the rest of the park can just kind of see you poke it up, but like no one else does because like, the way seemings work. For context for chat, changelings can see other changelings in their like changeling form. Everyone else is just like, oh, hello, normal human, howdy. So Ruth is hiding in the van. You all wait an hour, just kind of chilling, and then all right, like let's see this operation happen. How do you nerds make the dream real? You also have one free reroll because of Kogasa earlier.
Bless you, Kogasa.
I have 4 intimidation, so if whatever you do, Arlo, doesn't work,
Okay.
I can yell at her and try and make her do it.
All right, Percy, you're with me, bud. Be ready to watch a master at work. All right, and I just kind of like saunter in incredibly confidently.
Let's do that.
So
All right.
yeah. Where is Susie? What's she doing?
She's still behind the counter.
Okay.
She's effectively their dispatchers and secretary, because like this is a small police station in the middle of nowhere, and in a nice town where shit doesn't happen.
She's still reading her erotic fiction.
Hell yeah.
She's on to a different book at this point.
Is it still
Oh,
erotic?
really? Can I?
Oh
Can
yeah.
I?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, is it?
This is taken by the Scotsman too, under the kilt.
Yeah. Sinful Scotsman. I get it. So Arlo kind of, he's kind of like just really cocky. He's like looking at Percy like, watch this, and like walks up to the counter
Just
and
cross
kind of
my
like
arms,
places
standing
his
back.
elbow on it, kind of hunching over, very relaxed posture. And it's just like onto a new piece of literature. I see, Susie. What's it about this time?
Oh well, you see, this is a real good one. So then you actually the Scotsman gets amnesia, so he has to learn to love Samantha all over again, and she knows all of his weaks. She keeps going on. A lot of talk
Yeah.
about like weak spots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. That author. I'm quite a big fan of her work. Very, very nice. So listen, actually, what's absolutely fascinating, Susie? You see, my friend Ruth there, she actually found her radio in that van. What do you know? Mighty fine coincidence there. We're not sure if it works. Would you mind giving it a call and we could just see if it works?
See that? Let's see that convincing.
All right, what would that be?
Okay. Hold on. But this is a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, we just
So-
lying straight up.
So probably, let's see, probably manipulation and then persuasion,
Okay.
or manipulation subterfuge would also work actually.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, I got +1 to improv. Let's go. Okay.
Oh,
Let's go. So whenever you would hit, you could just click subterfuge, choose manipulation, and then you could add a bonus die to that. Just like when it says add bonus dice, just put a 1 there.
Okay. Yeah, there's no thing to add a bonus die.
It'll be
Should I-
you'll click subterfuge. It'll tell you what
Okay,
stat
there
you
you
want to use. You select that, and then it'll say if you want a bonus die. I believe.
Believe in me, boys.
All right,
Come on, we're gonna
everybody,
make it.
first die roll of the game. Let's go.
Please.
okay,
Let's
this
see how it goes.
stage. This one
Oh
fails, it's
my
over.
God.
We'll just end the session here.
What does that mean?
So where's his roll?
Ah!
Those are your
What
successes.
I killed myself in front of her? What would that do?
Okay, you get a reroll though. So if you go reroll a d10, a single d10.
Okay, it's a roll d10 in it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for the reroll.
Thank you so much
Thank you for the reroll. I don't think it
Oh.
helped though.
It didn't
No, it
help
did
at
not.
all.
You need an 8 minimum. So
Ah!
so unless anyone else spins any reroll tech or whatever, Yoro.
Guys, please.
Unless anyone spends some elf points for that. Oh, there we go. Ours is giving you another reroll.
Ours,
Yoro.
thank you.
Nice.
All right, Yoro, come on.
I think 2 rerolls for the
Please
first
do.
roll of the game.
Please,
Oh
We really
man.
need you.
You need to be you cannot be a boy employee. You need to be a girl boss. Come on. No.
Hey,
Is there like
Agony.
any way we can assist her?
Probably
Wait.
not in
Yeah.
this case, just because it's like a very singular kind of lie thing. At this point, you'll need to try a different approach because like Susie's gonna be like, yeah, sure, that sounds very likely, and she just kind of like goes back to her book.
Arlo's face just kind of just goes like absolutely flat. He's just like
Oh, Chief,
turning into dust.
the quick lowdown is the Changelings have managed to work their way to a small town where they're trying to figure out what's up with Ruth 2, which is Prim's character, and they're trying to convince the lady at the dispatcher to call a radio call on herself, on Ruth, and it's not going so great.
All right, can I do 2 things here?
All right, let's see. What are they?
Can I use Mask of Superiority?
What does that do?
Contract? It costs 2 glamour, and what it does is the Changeling convinces a single subject that they are their professional superior or someone of superior social status. It cannot compel anyone into obedience, but it can deceive them. And a success is she'll think I'm a celebrity because I'm obviously not a cop, but she'll think I'm a celebrity.
You could be the
should've
son of
done
a
that.
cop.
Damn.
Son of a cop.
Oh, I could be, yeah.
Hmm.
Or I could say Ruth's my sister, and I need her to help me out.
Do you have 2 glamour at this point?
Oh, actually, that's a good question. I don't know how that works.
Uh,
No, I have 1 glamour, so I can't even do that.
No.
Okay. Never mind that. Can I yell at her using my 4 intimidation?
Well, another option you could do potentially. which I believe at this point, if for later on, I need to like double check on how the glamour works. You could try to you kind of know instinctually as a changeling that eliciting strong emotions gives you a chance to harvest glamour. If somebody can make her feel a strong emotion of some sort, and then you drink that in, and then you could use that.
Arlo,
What?
I think you know what you have to do.
Please
You have to
don't
hit on
make
this
me
old
do
lady.
it.
You have to
Please
hit on this old
don't.
lady.
It's for the good of the party.
Please,
you have
Arlo,
to.
please.
Okay.
Live up to your title of horniest bard.
Oh. A man's got to do what a man's got to do.
You gotta give her the Scottish surprise.
Oh my god, here we go.
All right.
Okay,
So
'cause I imagine this exchange of Percy being like, "Take one for the team," and like they both Arlo looks at Percy and they just kind of look at each other, just kind of like solemn, like, you know what you gotta do, bud.
Riz her up, baby.
Oh my fucking god! Here we go, boy. Okay, so after Arlo is coming to the slow realization that he is not funny, he decides to fall back on his other.
That's impressive.
Hey, listen, the Fey world fucks you up really bad, sense of humor included. So he kind of looks back at Percy. They have this solemn and silent, mental clown to clown communication of you know what you gotta do, bud. And so Arlo just kind of hangs his head. He's like, okay. I may not be funny, but I've got 12 inches. And then he just kind of
Jesus Christ.
looks back up and he's like, Susie, you know what's the reason that you read this sort of literature? Honestly, to me, you're you're obviously pretty enough to get any guy you wanted. What's the main draw to this piece of fiction?
Well, you see, and then like she basically kind of goes on and on about it again, but the main gist you get is
Mhm.
like she lives a very boring life. She feels like she's past her prime, and this kind of
Mm.
lets her like enjoy. Oh, so excellent, man. How you doing? How you? This lets her feel like love is going to happen in her life. She's
Mm.
she feels like love has passed her by, and it's too late.
Well, sorry, I'm like biting my lip and like just looking like the most like biggest fuckboy like right now. Like personally, I'm out of character. I'm just like right, you can't see it, but I'm just like trying to summon my Riz. So Susie, you say that love has passed you by. Well, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk past again?
All right, I'm gonna have you roll before I describe the
Please.
rest of how the scene goes.
Please, I
All
need
right.
this.
All right, let me see what stats would I want you to roll for.
Please.
Let's see. Definitely presence for the social, and probably persuasion. Do
Riz.
me a presence persuasion and get a bonus die on this.
W Riz? Can we get W Riz here? Okay, hold on. So persuasion.
Everybody will Riz happen.
Please.
Do you think Riz is going to happen?
chat.
W
Riz
Riz.
in chat, please, for the love of Christ, Arlo, please be good for something, please. What did it say?
Oh, there we go.
that enough?
That is at least two successes. Okay, there we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So-
W Riz.
So when
Our
you
boy
do
gets it.
that, like Arlo goes in and Lizzie stands up and she puts down her book and she realizes that her Celtic dream boy was really in front of her all along.
Oh
And
no.
as you lean in to kind of sell the fantasy, she goes for the wettest, sloppiest kiss you've ever
You
seen.
son of a bitch.
Like tongue is in mouth, but like at this
Oh
point,
my
like
God.
you all feel like a tingle on sort of the back of your neck as you feel just like the swell of glamour inside of like her.
Feeling
And
a
then,
tingle in my stomach too, I think.
oh
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah. That's
Son of
your,
a bitch, stop
your gag reflex was not destroyed by the Fae. I like how like Dak Moon was just like, this is the first time. Just,
in my mind, Arlo is just kind of like ragdolled. Like he's just
Yeah.
ragdolled right
Yeah.
now.
like, give me some sugar. And at that point, like you kind of personally feel that like you can reach out and kind of that's this kind of like invisible glow of her. You just go out and pluck it and kind of absorb it into your own. So you now have access to 2 glamour, which means you can activate your contract.
All right.
Which I think you still have to roll for it. Is there like a skill roll for that?
Yes.
Please.
Hang on, let me see.
Don't let my sacrifice go in vain. I swear to God. Like Arlo's just kind of like side-eyeing.
You know, I guess worst case, if you give it down dirty to Liz, you could just crash at her house for the night.
Oh.
I just saw Euro 180 after I said. She's like,
I felt all of the party's eyes just kind of shift. They're like, you know, you gotta do it. Like,
gotta take one for the team.
I mean, would
so
she really
it's-
let the rest of us in?
Depends. How good does Arlo serve?
It says the dice pool is weird plus intimidation minus resolve.
Oh, so you would minus her resolve, which is
wait, how much? Wait, hold on. I need to check something because potentially I could probably cast. I don't know how badly we need this. So I don't know if we need to like. But like I could cast the was it like the fate thingy that makes it harder for someone to do something.
So the way this goes, it's like her resolve, we're gonna say is a 1. She's not like particularly
Okay.
like, emotionally durable.
Okay, so I'll save it.
So basically, you would just like your weird. I imagine at this point is 1, and then you just subtract 1, so you just don't add your weird. And then what's the last stat that's remaining after that?
It is intimidation, which is at 4.
Okay, then you would do that. Then.
Let's go.
You'd roll intimidation.
So how do I punch this in?
You would just do click intimidation, and then I think you can choose like add no roll. What's the name of the contract again?
It is. Oh, hang on, I lost it. Mask of Superiority.
Let's take a look. I don't think there's a way that would let you do that. What you could do, just roll 4d10, or like your intimidation. Just roll your intimidation score.
Come
without
on!
using the auto stuff.
Come on, Percy!
If any of those dice are an 8, you'll make it.
Score some
4d10.
fucking rolls!
Hey, there we go. With that 9 is a success.
Nice.
Let's
Alright,
go.
So you can describe how your mask activates. So I imagine a way like is like a little subtle thing, only open to changelings. You can kind of see like these like almost like these like little tiny little butterflies just kind of like float in, and they kind of begin to stitch together like little like contract clauses within the air. And then eventually that like once you kind of feel the glamour leave your body to kind of power it up, the text dissipates. Exactly.
You sort of notice a slight shift in his bearing, and he seems a bit more handsome than he did before, which is already pretty handsome, if I may say so. And what? Hang on, what's the officer's name again? I've forgotten.
It's just Lizzie.
Lizzie, and I sort of gently pull Lizzie away, and I look deeply into her eyes. I say, Lizzie, look, we really need your help here. Can you please use a radio and call our friend? It's very important to us. And I stare deeply into her eyes for a moment.
And you can kind of see her pupils like briefly dilate and then just kind of go back to normal. She's like, "Oh yeah, of course. Whatever you say." Like she feels nervous. Like she kind of almost like starts immediately sweating. She's like, "Yeah. I can do it. You want me to call Ruth? Yeah, I can do that." And like he calls up the radio, which is like basically does something to the degree, I don't know the correct terminology, but like dispatching Officer Ruth, we need you over here at the Mendocino station, over. And then you hear a response back. It's like, Officer Ruth heading up north, over.
As Arlo's wiping his mouth and being like, he's like, he kind of looks to Percy like, so Officer Ruth is on the way, so we should definitely go tell the others. Like, kind of like,
we need to make a plan. Like, right the fuck now.
we need to fucking. So that means that there is a second Officer Ruth, and she is currently like on our way to our immediate location. We should go tell Ruth this. So.
And then like Lizzie also does be like, how long will it take, over? And then you hear 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
And you know she was like roughly 20 miles away, so she's going.
She's fucking speeding. Okay. And Arlo just kind of, adjusts what is left of his shirt. Kind of like, prims himself a little bit. He just goes, "See you around, sweet cheeks," and then just kind of just hurriedly just leaves.
Before Percy leaves, his old instincts kick in, and he bows and then leaves.
Yeah, and then you kind of hear a feeble "call me" from Liz as you leave.
All of Liz's dreams are coming true. Two punks walked into her.
This is technically a good day for her.
Yeah.
Oh, we both rizzed her up, didn't we? Oh wow, okay.
Well, you kind of like not intimidate, but like it's you definitely did that kind of like, oh, someone important's here. I gotta listen. And then Arlo fucking like punch your tonsils, so that's great.
Arlo is just like, this better be worth it. This better be fucking worth it.
All right, so all of you are out back behind the police station in the van. What do? Ruth is coming.
Ruth is imminent.
Ruth, you're set to arrive in about 20 minutes, by the way.
I thought you were just gonna like not call her over here.
Well, too late for that now, huh?
Well,
Oh,
that's improv, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll get
Let's
to look at this imitator in the eyes.
Is that going to be a good idea? If there's a second you...
I don't like the sound of that. And 20 minutes. She's coming from 20 miles. If she's hauling ass to get over here, she
That
must
was
really
normal. Don't
look
worry.
apprehended.
So you're saying that there was you have a replacement, or is it a copy? Like, what exactly happened?
Whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly. So, what's the game plan here?
She's gonna show up at the
Mm.
station. What is Lizzie gonna? Lizzie gonna tell her. Just
No,
a couple of
well-
bums when we're looking for her. What would I
Well-
do?
We do look like bums.
I mean, Percy activated the masks, so it's like an important person asked for you here. Like the specifics are kind of that like wibbly wobbly fey magic, where it's just like, just an important person, just important person. Come on, it's just important. Don't worry about the details. But it's not going to seem exactly like a bunch of bums called you over.
Not exactly, but once she gets a look at us, at you guys.
Let me look something up.
What do you mean? Look at you guys. You especially. You're going to be the what the fuck point.
Should we kill her?
Well, if we really want to go the hard Twilight Zone route, why not? But we don't know exactly what this thing is, do we?
She's also gonna have a gun.
She's also gonna have a gun.
We're right behind the police station. Granted, there's only Lizzie in there, but if she sees anything that she doesn't like,
I hate to ask this, but I just can't get it out of my mind. If there's another Ruth, is there more other us's? Is that why we don't have missing posters?
That's impossible. There can only be one Arlo, and you're looking at him. I think we're good. I think no. Arlo's like clearly in denial. He's like just clearly like, nope. I don't want to think about that. Nope.
Well, as much as I hope there's only one Arlo, doesn't look like it.
8 backhanded insults.
Damn.
after we're done here, we can. Well, next was gonna be checking out Percy. Percy's hometown. Look for him. Look for his stuff.
What are we gonna do first about the incoming Ruth?
Oh,
There's immediate concerns.
do you know where she'd be staying then? If you know what town she's from?
Well,
For me,
Yeah,
I know
we
where I
could-
was living. 1965, but if I got repositioned, then I'm probably moved.
Let me see.
We could lure her. We could try and convince her to follow us around the corner.
Yep. You do
Grab
also
her.
know there are also woods outside of Mendocino, in some ways,
Hmm.
and then also there's the beach if you just need locations to plan around.
So, but what exactly are we gonna like do once we like? Are we just gonna try to like kill her? I mean, is that
Maybe she knows what's going on?
Yeah, because what's the goal here?
Well, Ruth's been replaced. We have the replacement. We can figure out what comes next, I think.
Well,
Ask her questions, kill her. I'm up for it.
do you think she's one of them?
She could be.
Like,
I feel like that's the only way I'd feel comfortable actually trying to kill myself.
She's got to be right.
well, I guess we could see what exactly all the fuss is about. But what's the
deal with doppelgangers?
what's the deal with doppelgangers? I mean, get original material. Hey, yeah, oh. But I suppose we should scope her out somehow. Maybe see exactly. Maybe if she looks like you, I can't. What if is she an exact copy? What's her deal?
Speculation at this point.
Mm.
Okay. How about this?
Lure her away from the police station.
Yeah.
Preferably
We set up
away
a scene
from
on the
any.
road.
Hmm.
We can set up a scene on the road. One of us will flag it
Single
down and say,
vehicle.
our friend's in the woods. Follow her in there. We
Hmm.
grab her.
Hmm.
Why does that ring a bell? Fuck.
They call that the true Fey maneuver.
yeah. Wait. I fell for it
That's it.
once.
The cycles of
I might actually
abuse.
fall for it again.
Cycle views, yeah.
I can't say I wouldn't. Fuck.
Hey, it works, right?
Hey,
Worked once.
fool me once, shame on the Fae. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know. I think I think we could hobble together a little acting troupe and see what the deal is. We have a car. We could stage a breakdown. Try to flag her over, and one of us should, preferably a stronger one, should wrestle her around or something. I don't know.
Mm.
In the woods.
How about this?
Mm.
Arlo, Daisy, you wait by the... We figure out where she'll be coming in on the highway. Right, we can make a good guess at that. We flag her down. You two flag her down. Daisy, do some medical jargon, right? And convince her that one of your friends is hurt in the woods.
Okay.
Ruth will be waiting in there. Knock her out, tie her up, ask her what the hell's going on.
Sound good to
Sound
me.
good?
Sounds like a good plan.
Go. All right, so we're splitting the party. Hell yeah, motherfuckers.
Oh god, on the
No.
first.
Is it that much? Is it that much?
All right. So the way it sounds like, so Percy, so Percy and Ruth, you're taking the van to the woods.
Oh, so what I was thinking was that the van will be parked on the side of the road, right where we think she's going to be coming through. Daisy and Arlo will be there, and they'll flag her down. And then Percy and Ruth will be in the woods just outside of you. So when she walks in there, whack her on the head.
Okay, so you're all driving up to the woods. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
okay, so you all get to the van, and also too, because you still got the mask up, I imagine you could just tell like Liz like hey, meet us up in the woods, and like you got it. So because I don't know the length on that, but I could say that's something you could.
I think it lasts for a scene with a regular success.
You're fine with yeah. So you can basically convince Liz like a reasonable request, like hey, we're gonna be by the woods. Tell Ruth when she gets in to go up there.
So sorry, before we do this, can we take a short break?
Oh yeah, we could do a quick little break.
Awesome.
But let me put a little text up. Break time. Everybody get some water. Stretch your legs. No, you always split the party. Splitting the party is the fun part. Go. Let me get the text. All right, we are going to take a short-ish break. Everyone go ahead and like stretch your legs, get some water.
Yeah.
And we will be back shortly. Ta-da. It's all good, Dasher. This is currently being multi-streamed to YouTube as well. So there will be a VOD uploaded instantaneously after this is done. So like if you missed the early parts, we will have that going on. I will shuffle off real quick to take a small idle break, and then I can answer some questions and hang out with the audience. The rest of you pop in and out as you need to do so. I'm just gonna slightly leave my little whack-ass crystal prison. All right,
Yep.
BRB.
I'm gonna BRB as well. See you guys in a bit.
All right.
All right.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Back again. Guess who's back? So we got combat coming. This is gonna be fun.
This is let's pray that one of us, not gonna say names, is gonna end up with their insides outside again.
Oh, maybe. At least we have a doctor on staff this time.
That's true. That's true. We actually have a healer, so we're not exactly incredibly fucked when we raised from the
Hey,
dead.
I have returned. Yippee.
I
Hey.
know.
That's half the reason I decided to spec a little more into combat this time. Was like I don't want to end up with my guts outside each time.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I see that Prim is in her stasis sleep and Peony's out. And during this time, thanks for coming, everybody. If you maybe came in late and would like a better refresher about what exactly has been going on. So far, all of our changeling friends, Arlo, Percy, Ruth, and recently escaped from the world of Arcadia, the realm of the Fae, where they were horribly mistreated for what feels like an eternity until, through a freak chance of luck, they managed to escape. Now, they are in Mendocino, California in 1969. They don't have much in the way of possessions. Their family does not appear to have realized they are missing, and they are currently concocting a plot to try to figure out why the fuck there is a active second Ruth just doing stuff. And hello, Isoval. Let me also say hello to everyone properly. I did not recently. Hello, Just Some Troglodyte, One Nintendo Player, Pointless Inc., Zombie Toe, Cogsmith, and Isoval Prime. And then on the Twitch side, hello, Rattling Gun, Dashard, Lagorda Bipo, Narf, Ame, Xlumi, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the workshop. Hello, Chieftain. Hello, Mini Dow. Hello, Fractal. Hello, Oedipus Reps. Hello, Manuel. Hello, Gambius. Thank you for the follow and welcome up. Hello, Tronic. Hello, Kogasa. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Alrune. Hello, Moss Dragon. Hello to Dismayer, Mr. Well, Hellcat, Aaron the Lich King, and I think I'm at the point now where I've caught up with everyone. Yeah. I want to make sure everyone gets the shouty shoutouts. Jesus Christ. It's hard to do midstream. Hey, it's Purity.
You're getting
just
to
like how you pop from the bottom. You're just like,
Hi, I'm here. Like a gopher. The Peony
knew-
saw her shadows. It's gonna be spring soon. Winding back time.
I knew this session, right? I suspected this session would end with us pissing off one important group or another. I didn't expect it would be the cops, though.
yeah.
It's the 70s. We do what we want. Yeah.
So it's certainly been interesting. Like I wrote ideas for this session, and it has gone places.
It's
I was a hell of a slate for 86. It's all good though. It's all good. I'm having fun.
we're just chugging along.
I should realize every time I put a lady with the smoker's voice, it becomes like a weird big plot central thing. I should have realized that was
She's it's like in every universe she is just plot central. That's just how she is.
It is a great voice.
It is.
It's
very
fun
accurate.
to do. I can do it in small doses though, because if you go too much, you will blow out your vocal.
Yep.
Which is funny because that's what leads to that voice. So it's just like a self-perpetuating cycle.
The cycle
Liz
of abuse,
voice.
if you will.
Yeah, the smoker voice. You can also use the set background that I'm gonna suddenly need. Play report. Oh yeah, I think it's just a fun voice. Like a fun voice definitely endears people to a character, even if it's like a goofy one.
Mm.
I believe we are all back to hide the break time. I think I'll also leave the van up because I feel like it's important.
Mm-hmm.
What were we naming the van?
The shaggin' wagon.
Yeah, obviously.
True.
What?
True.
There's no shagging in the wagon. Oh,
What?
you already can't get the weed smell out.
It covers it up, all right. It covers up everything
It
else.
just makes it worse.
There's probably been a lot of shagging in that wagon already, to be honest.
We'll get
Oh,
Lizzie into
100%.
the party, and then it'll become a shaggin'
Can
wagon.
we,
Ev-
can we make her a permanent party member?
There's technically no like if you could convince her, why not? You could be like, my love, come with me to a life of never-ending romance.
In my weird little commune of changeling people.
My,
Yes.
Yeah.
in my weed smelling, dirty, stinky, like
Yeah.
grass
I'm
pool.
I'm gonna be
That
real.
was
So like we're for the audience's sake too. Like a lot of historical games I do, they're based off of like historical figures, but I'm not going to do like, hey, it's big figure. But I am going to be real when I say that legitimately one of the ways Charles Manson got Big Patty was rolling up to a library, meeting a librarian with copious amounts of body hair and be like, I'm gonna love you real good. And he had her for life. She was one of the ones that did the murders.
Oh
Damn.
my gosh.
Wow.
So that's not an uncommon situation if I'm gonna be honest.
Why do I have to be Charles Manson? God
You-
damn it.
That's cool though.
You literally
I'll
signed up to be
sure.
the man whore. Like, I don't know what you expected.
We're gonna riz
I
our
wanted
way
to be
across
the
California.
silly funny guy, but I just end up reverting back to my slutty ways. It's just it's born to be silly, forced to be the horny bard
Yeah,
character in every party.
Yoro is like a Giga Stacy slut master caught in the body of like a goofy little gremlin. It's very
It's-
fun.
True.
And it's
yeah.
funny because like I play these horny characters. I have no riz. I have no riz at all. And it's just like I keep dooming myself.
It's a fun escapism game. You get
You son
get
of
me-
a bitch, fuck
you-
you.
you get mechanics to say you're good at Riz, and then you roll all threes.
And I just rolled a fucking granted that was comedic, okay, low key, just Arlo just being the cockiest motherfucker and then just like kind of turning into dust after realizing like
It was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
I got no bitches. I don't have any charisma.
You got no Riz.
L
It's
Riz,
fine.
L charisma.
So with that, boom, the woods. Hey, the break gave me some time to get a new background. So as you're driving to the woods, going relatively quick to maintain pace, so that way is Ruth too, who I've also joked in chat is just Tooth. It's vaguely R-shaped too. It's fun. You go to the like the woods are sort of off the beaten path a little bit, so like you are going to go off-roading for a bit. It's not going to like fuck up your van or anything, but I'm just saying that like you are leaving the set highway and to like reach the woods around this area. In the distance though, you actually do see a couple of like buildings and stuff, just kind of like sort of like maybe a good like 3 or 4 minute drive away from you, but you guys gotta be like, okay, let's just go to this little quiet little side section of the woods and sort of park the car. And then Percy and Ruth kind of skedaddle into the woods just to kind of go hide. Is that the plan? All right,
Yep,
give me.
yep.
Mhm.
I want some checks. I want to see how well you do
Oh
the
no.
hiding.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, give me a. Give me a dexterity. I think there's a stealth. Yeah, give me a dexterity stealth, everybody.
Can I
Everybody-
argue
shit. Here we
That
go.
survival would be useful for this as well, considering he was a knight that went out on quests in the woods a lot.
I would allow survival as well. You could use stealth or
Okay.
survival.
Rip.
Okay, we're about to
Ruh-roh.
Yeah,
Bonus
Ruth is not-
zero.
Raggy.
Oh,
So-
hell!
It's
okay,
so-
Ruth
so it's
rolled
stealth-
one singular die and made. Wait a minute.
Hell yeah. Wait, so it's stealth and what?
It is stealth and stealth or survival. So,
Okay.
but I think Arlo, are you gonna go hide in the woods as well?
Oh no, I'm not. I was just confused. What?
Okay.
Oh, so Percy and Ruth had a real stealth, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
it? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
They're in the ambush team. Alright. So-
What is the rolls on this? Are we doing like D10s?
They're D10s. You can just click the skill and then choose the associated attribute you want. It's pretty automated. It's nice.
Oh,
So-
nice.
It is nice, yeah.
So this, despite like, I also easily imagine Ruth is the biggest party member just because of like seeming, but like surprisingly comfy in the woods. Comfy in the woods, able to kind of just like find a nice big old tree to hide behind. Percy, you're on full like survival mode, just like Snake Eater applying like the camouflage to covering the armor and leaves. If you want to change how that actually is, that's fine. If not, that's what we'll go with. All right.
No,
So
that's fine. That's perfect.
for Arlo and Daisy,
Mhm.
you are just sitting by the van, and then a police car comes. No sirens activated at the moment.
Hmm. Uh,
Rolling on in as the car comes to a stop. Out steps Ruth. Or the thing is, like, I don't know how many of you would have seen Ruth when she was human
mm.
in Arcadia. You see kind of like a perfectly pristine image of what you imagine to be like a dedicated highway patrol officer lady, like very very sturdy looking, very serious. Um, she does kind of roughly have she has her hand kind of like on her hip near the gun.
Mm.
She just strides over to be like, "Well, what seems to be the problem, everyone?"
Arlo kind of just like he's like, okay, damn, I didn't expect her to look like that. God damn, okay. And then and then he kind of just like looks at like before like as she's like walking over, he kind of like looks to Daisy
Do
and
not
goes
risk
like,
the fetch. Risk the fetch. Risk the fetch.
Hey, if it works.
Arlo kind of looks over at Daisy and then he just goes, "We're so fucked." Or he's like, "Don't worry, sweetheart. If anything bad happens, I will throw you at her in a way that ensures a quick and painless death." And he just kind of turns around, acts like, and he just puts on this big grin, and he's like, "Oh, officer, thank God you're here. Thank God you're here. Me and my friends, we had a really bad hunting accident, and I think my friend back there, I think he's injured. Is there any way you could go and help her? Or yeah, we don't know what's going on. We just heard a shot, and they were screaming, and we know that they were doing some hunting and gathering. And is there any way you can help us at all?
Oh, sure. What kind of accident?
Hunting accident. Gun went off.
Isn't this where Daisy wanted to like pop in and do some stuff?
Yep.
Yeah. Um, so she's very visibly, she's like shaking like a leaf. She's staring down at her feet. The party doesn't know that her social skills are terrible.
So like when you shake though, the Ruth does actually kind of like kneel down and put her hand on your shoulder. It's like everything's gonna be okay. Just take your time.
We tourniquet the wound and we suppress the
Give
blood
me,
loss.
I'd say real quick, actually, both of you, give me
Run.
what's it called? A perception.
Perception. Let me see here.
Give me an empathy wits. Give me an empathy wits for both of you.
Okay. No bonus die.
No bonus die for either.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, my roll.
Well, no, your roll was good.
Oh.
So you count the second number because the way it works, it'll always show that as red if there's a 1. Because technically, there's a way that if you fail really, really bad with certain rolls, you can just like critically fail. But you did succeed. You did roll a 9. So Arlo is just like yeah, whatever. So like that's what Daisy when you're seeing like the Ruth up close, she is really kind and really sweet. And you like look directly in her eyes and just see nothing but like a robotic heart.
Oh God.
Like something, whatever this is the perfect simulacrum of a upstanding, caring police officer. The emotions are there, the behavior, the look, smell, even. Like she does, like this is gonna be a weird thing to describe what's actually Prim's character, but she smells like a comforting kind of like dependable cop. But like you can
donuts
just
and
see,
coffee.
but then when you look, it pretty much honestly,
Coffee
just,
with 2 sugars.
a faint aura of Krispy Kreme emanates from the but you making eye contact realize that it's not real,
Okay.
dangerous.
Oh gosh. Oh my god. I mean, I think I would automatically flinch at that, honestly. And then I would be like, kind of darting my eyes at Arlo to be like, I can't say anything out loud, but it's just like something's wrong. Something's very wrong with this person.
I think Arlo can get the gist. You can the tooth doesn't seem to respond to that at all. Just still kind of like I said, comforting your shoulder to say it's gonna be okay. Take your time.
The poor thing's traumatized. See, she had to watch it with her own 2 eyes.
Oh, of course, of course. It's okay, sweetie. I can take care of this for you.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't think she'd be able to respond, but she would kind of like point to direct them. Where
I'm gonna say with both your empathy role and the fact that like you do kind of look like someone that like I am made to be cop, I must protect thing. That's enough to get Tooth to go into the woods with no struggle. And she's like, "It's okay, sweetie, I'll take care of it." And you see her go into the woods and then draw a gun as she's going into the woods. like basically like right, you're like as she like you see her
I'm in
begin to move
danger.
into the trees, just pulls a gun out.
I grab Arlo. I'm like terrified now.
Yeah, you see kind of Arlo do like you know like the grimace emoji where it's just like the teeth like he's just like ooh, oh shit,
Ooh.
and he just kind of calls out to the officer. What's I think the bear is dead. What's that gun for? Like kind of like
You can never be too sure, sweetie. There's all kinds of bad people out in the woods.
and you just see Arlo go. Oh, we're fucked. Like he just he kind of looks at Daisy and he's like, "We gotta do something. we gotta."
What does Daisy and Arlo want to do before I switch over to stealth team?
Okay.
Yeah, to protect and serve, exactly.
Okay. I think Arlo crouches down to Daisy, and he said, "Listen to me, Daisy. I know you're a 20-something-year-old med student, whatever the hell you were, but tonight I want you to be Mae West. Okay, I want you. You're gonna need. I think you're the best bet we have at a distraction of any sort. And we're gonna follow her. Okay, we're gonna follow her.
Oh, so we're following her. That's the
Yeah,
that's the
we're gonna follow her, and we're hoping to use Daisy as like emotional leverage. We're not gonna follow like too close, but we're gonna like
Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
like a reasonable distance. Okay.
yeah.
The Tooth disappears into the woods, followed far behind by Arlo and not Arlo. Yeah, Arlo and Daisy. Percy and Ruth, you are strategically placed so where you can hide and both like maintain eye contact. Just hear that crunch, crunch, crunch of being stepped underfoot. The pacing is like whenever people walk, there's like a little bit of variation in the step because it's just walking. A very precise mechanical walk, timed perfectly each and every step. Something that if you were not keenly aware that something is wrong, you would. Even here in such a beautiful out of the way, feel like a sense of dread. Crunch. Person, you see a woman holding a gun, just a fine, upstanding cop, nothing out of the ordinary. Ruth, you are staring in. It is a spitting of image of you the day you were gone.
Ooh.
Everything you used to be years ago.
That's scary.
Ew.
When Tooth gets close to Ruth, can I do? I want to jump out and tell her to drop the gun. I know it's probably not going to work, but I have an intimidation roll, and I want to distract her for long enough that Ruth
Okay.
can maybe
So
try something.
Okay, so there is a aid action effectively. So what you would do is you would roll your intimidate stuff, and that for each success, Prim would get a bonus die to her roll, which I imagine to be like that's you making a distraction. The bonus dice would transfer over to Prim, and then she'd use that to jump out and clonk herself in the head. There's also, I'm going to say, you're in the woods. Finding a rock is not totally out of the running.
Kane enable
Yeah.
her. Kane enable her.
Pain enable?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that one.
Yeah.
Cannibal her to eat the flesh.
I mean, I do have an iron stomach, but
A perfect crime.
Yummy.
So as she gets closer,
yeah.
I jump out
So-
and say, "Hey!" Oh, sorry.
No, Percy's going from the back, I suppose, and I'm jumping out from the front
I imagine
side.
I imagine once Percy jumps out from the back, she'll turn and then her back is open to you. Well, we'll see how the rolls go.
Yeah. So I would
Come
roll
on.
intimidation. Anything else?
You're only a
Presence,
sorcerer.
maybe.
Presence intimidation would make sense.
Any bonuses?
I would say get a bonus die. Get a bonus die because you're doing the little surprisey bit.
Ah, yep.
Get him.
Damn,
Bruh.
tragic.
Oh, it's 7 die.
It's 7 die and not 1.
Are you kidding?
I'll say for
Oh.
anyone that would want to aid that, just aid Prim's roll. Like that'll be a more direct, because if Mal gets a success, Prim would just get a bonus die. It'd be easier just to reroll her stuff. All right.
Oh.
So the cop draws her gun. Mal, if you get shot in this first fucking session, I'm gonna lose my shit.
We're
dude.
gonna-
No, I have
we're
sight
gonna
dodge. She won't hit me.
Was this a mistake?
Good thing you have armor, right?
Yeah, and armor. I have a dodge and armor. I'm not going down. It's not happening.
You don't roll dodges though unless you're actively defending yourself.
Oh, that doesn't count because I jumped right in front of it. Oh.
You do have defense though. You got armor, which adds to your defense score for like. Okay, we'll see how this goes. All right. So Prim, you either do strength and brawl or strength and weapon, depending on what you're going to try to do the clubbing with.
Oh, I'm not clubbing. I'm just basically going to try and pounce on her, and it's kind of like, it's been a while since she's been like fully human. It's kind of like teeth.
Use it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So-
Around the neck if she can, because short hair.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a brawl then.
Get her ass. Get her ass.
Get her.
Oh god, I hate when you pop out the sheet. It does everything behind, of course. So it is
Yeah,
strength.
Luckily, because you do have a surprise, she will not get to add her defense score to melee dodging stuff. So, all right, there we go. You have jumped out from the side and have begun to just sink your teeth into her neck, and Ruth too goes down, but like the struggle is now real. So now what I'm gonna like, also at this point, Arlo and Daisy, you just see the gun come out, and then like this fucking like werewolf woman just jumps out from the canopy and just fucking bites down on the police officer's neck. So
Oh shit.
I think at
Do
this
you have anything
point,
to tie her up with?
no, you didn't think about that.
Use my
Hippie
That's
pants.
why.
The hippie
We have
clothes
the
in the
clothes
bag.
and that we can.
You
That's
could run.
true.
You could run to get the clothes right the fuck down. Yeah, exactly. This
Yeah.
bodes really well. This is going. Actually, this is going relatively. Things are going pretty good. Also, let me do Prim focus. Clearly, this is clearly Prim focus time.
This is her moment.
Just two women sprawling on the dry forest ground.
All right, so
I can't tell which is which. Oh no! Just shoot one. Which is which?
Gonna shoot the dog instead.
All
You're
right.
not the cop here.
God.
All right, so since the two of you are struggling, give me another strength brawl. Basically, I imagine you're just trying to wrestle her into a submission, right?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, if she
Alright.
dies, that happens too, but
All right.
not
So
intentionally.
So real quick, so I'm going to roll counter to your. What is your strength? Oh, this is actually really handy for 4 strength. Brawl is all right. The equivalent is not as strong as you, so we're gonna do an opposed roll. So you are going to roll strength plus brawl to try to like put her into a submission. At this point, if Arlo and Daisy you want to go run and grab supplies, also imagine
Yeah.
Percy is like getting some distance. Maybe I don't know. What's Percy doing?
I would run up and try and start putting the boot in and try and kick her.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Give also me a strength brawl. Do that before Prim rolls. All right. Let's see. All right, cool. So Prim, roll a bonus D. Just roll me a D10 because Percy going in is just like kicking. Okay, so it doesn't count. All right, let's see what Tooth does. Okay, it is tied neck and neck, but since you are currently since you're the aggressor, you're kind of holding on to your tenuous advantage for right now. All right, at this point, it's not that long of a walk, so I imagine this is taking some time as Percy, you just see like you have the feeling that like the Ruth as a cop was probably pretty strong. This is fighting nearly neck and neck with like
Oh my
Ruth
god.
the Changeling.
Mm.
And the two of them are just thrashing on the ground of the woods, just like busting into trees and leaving indents and just like displacing piles of leaves, the snapping of twigs. Arlo and Daisy, at this point, if you run back, you can arrive now with the clothes.
Okay. We've got him.
Let's go. Let's go.
Uh,
All
So,
the paisley print blouses and everything that was hidden in the back.
all right, go ahead and Percy do the same roll, and then after that, Prim do the same roll after taking Percy's bonus dice into account.
Come on.
Oh my
no.
god.
Oh,
It's a curse campaign again.
It really is. The curse is real. Players don't make mistakes that make the plot. That's very accurate for right now. All right. We got two
let's go.
successes.
Oh,
Hey, there we go. Okay.
let's go.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this is a rule that we haven't done yet. So let's do this now because it'll be fun. 10s explode at this level of World of Darkness. So both the Ruth duplicate and Ruth rolled 10. So Prim, give me a 2d10, yeah.
Come on.
Shit. Okay, so
Hide again.
they're tied again.
Ooh.
Okay, all right, so they be going. What is this? Arlo and Daisy, do you two want to try anything right now?
What? Wait.
You do also
Okay.
notice, Ruth, that other Ruth is beginning to slowly wrestle the gun free from her belt.
Okay.
She had the gun, so that's not in her belt, but she's beginning to kind of pull the gun up towards you.
Towards who?
Towards Ruth.
Me.
Like
Okay.
you might need to try something quick or else you're gonna get shot.
Okay. I don't know if this will work, but I was thinking like Daisy could like scream or something that'll like scream like "Help me" or something. Maybe that'll like I don't know, like shock her a little bit. I don't know. Like
Oh, I'll try to play to her like robotic cop empathy to like distract her. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it.
okay.
All right, let me see what I would have Daisy rolled in.
Arlo's like going to Daisy like scream now. Scream.
Scream.
Win the Oscar.
This is gonna be a weird one. I'm gonna say give me a wits empathy. Give me a wits empathy.
Okay.
You are flustered. This is coming off the cuff. You are trying to like cry like a man.
I feel like this would be kind of almost a genuine scream too. This is just so much
Oh yeah,
going
no.
on.
Oh, 100%, yeah. All right, you got one success. Mal, do the same thing you've been doing. Because this entire time while this like hulking WrestleMania fight's going, you're just going for just like quick leg shots, like whenever you can. Just like, ugh.
Can I try and grab the gun?
You can't try grabbing the gun, yeah.
Grab the officer's gun, Mal.
You wouldn't give
the
Prim any
property.
you wouldn't give Prim any bonuses, but if you give me a dexterity like thievery, is there thievery larceny? There we go.
Larceny.
You're just trying to slip it out. Okay,
One.
there we go. All right, you are able to dislodge the gun out of the hand as well. You do now have a gun.
Hell yeah! I can't use it. Does
Good.
anyone have firearms?
You
Alright.
can't use a gun.
All right.
No, I can't.
Percy's a valiant knight. Why would he need guns?
Yeah.
All right. So Prim, roll Rassel. You get 1 bonus die from Daisy shrieking. All right. So hold on.
We both get exploding.
If you got a D10 in there, yep, we both explode.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my gosh. It's an intense fight.
Hey,
No!
well, I don't think 10. I don't
Right.
do 10s double I think they do. Hold on.
Oh no, please.
If it's anything like Scion, then yes. But Scion was
Okay,
also
we good. You win.
Okay.
You win.
Okay.
So it's your 4 versus her 3. So at last you managed to get Tooth into a fucking just like chokehold. Like Tooth cannot fight back.
tooth between my teeth.
Yeah. All right. So who
All right.
who's going to be the one to try to do the ropes?
Let's see. I got the stuff.
All right. Give me
I got the
give me a dexterity and then I guess brawl, I guess.
Brawl, oh lord. And dexterity.
Mostly because I imagine you're going for the legs to make it easier, and like
Yeah.
Tooth is just like kicking hard.
Okay. No bonus die.
No boss die.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, let's go.
No.
What's up? This party's luck is very interesting. You managed just barely to slip you basically kind of makeshift turn the rags. Like this is why you didn't get a bonus or anything because this is not a proper rope. But you do manage to wrap some like old hemp shawls around the legs, tie it quick, and now Tooth is sufficiently restrained.
You know, normally I'd get excited doing this, but not right now.
You say, panting furiously.
Just absolutely just scared out of his mind.
Yeah.
Who has the gun?
Percy does.
I do at the moment.
Okay.
She doesn't
Keep it
know
away
you
from her.
can't use a gun, which is fun.
That's true. Yes. And I probably won't have to shoot her because she's tied up now. Excellent.
Yeah.
We did it, team.
All right. It's time to start answering some questions. Who the hell are you?
I'm Ruth Cabell.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Try again.
It repeats the line.
How about this? How about this, Percy?
What?
What are you?
Just repeats the line.
Talk about a broken toy.
Can I check for like vitals and cause
Oh yeah. Give me a medicine intelligence roll.
okay.
You also get a bonus die as well. Oh, you're fine.
Oh.
I was gonna say get a bonus die because you already know that it's not human. There is no pulse. There doesn't it still feels warm to the touch, but warm in the way that a heating pad feels warm, not in the way that like genuine human touch feels warm. Like it's being heated, not that it's just a warm-blooded creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Ruth, and I'll be stuttering this.
Furthermore,
much.
I'm gonna give you a little bit more. Like you also notice there's like no saliva in the mouth. Like it
Mhm.
doesn't appear to be sweating at all.
Mhm. Is there like moisture in the eyes? Is there?
Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the kind of fine details that once again at like a casual inspection, like no one would be like, "Hey, your mouth is really dry for some reason." They'd be like, "Oh, a person I'm talking to."
Mhm.
But you do, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would turn to Ruth, and I'm very obviously very overwhelmed and startled by this whole interaction, but I'm just like it's not human. It can't be human. There's no pulse. There's no more. It's inhuman.
Well, we can tell that much.
Does she have any like scratches on her from our tussling? Like, is she bleeding at all?
No, but it mostly like actually no. There was like one scratch because like on the back of the neck was when you inflicted damage upon like the initial. The other time has been like trying to maintain a chokehold, but the first time was like a kind of like damaging move.
Mm.
There are bite marks into the neck. They are not bleeding.
This
Can
is
I
gonna be
inspect
messed up. I'm
them?
gonna like take one of my claws and like dig into it to try and get blood out.
So you do see the creature does begin to wince and like thrash when you do that. Eventually, you do pierce far enough that blood comes out. But Daisy, you see the way like once again, not in the way that like a human would bleed. More like if you like punctured a hole in like an orange, and eventually just stuff kind of just leaks.
Ugh.
It is
What the
red
hell
though,
is
and
it?
it's convincing. Like if somebody saw like this blood without like a keen medical eye, they'd be like, "That's a person bleeding." Whatever this is a good recreation of a human, but it's still not enough.
I'm gonna lick it.
Oh wait.
What?
Does it taste like blood? No.
Oh, it tastes worse than that.
as Ruth
It tastes it
licks
tastes of
the
Arcadia.
oh god.
It tastes like
as
it tastes like the piles of just undeterminable meat. Like meat of
Oh.
indeterminate origin they would feed you back in the kennels.
oh
Stuff that by contract was made to resemble food, but is nothing like somebody could. It's effectively like someone with no taste buds attempting to draw a picture of food the way they think it tastes. Like there's so many steps removed from the actual act of enjoying a meal that whatever this is just like 8 or 9 layers of an attempt to be real.
I don't know how it is, but she's from over there. She's from
Really
back in
now?
the castle. She tastes like it.
But is she one of them? But or is she what is she?
It's whatever time
She's
it
not
is.
human. She's
That's when
not
Percy
me.
gets mad. He kicks her and yells in her face, "Are you one of them?
At
You
this
one of
point,
those Fae?"
it just begins to shriek.
Oh god. Shut
Shut
up.
You got some extra hippie clothes, so just like
Yeah, just shove it in her mouth.
Arlo just like just gags her, just like oh shh,
What do we do with this? What?
If
You can't
is
let her
one of
go
them-
back now.
If it is one of them, we'd all be dead, or it's just playing some sort of sick game with us.
she was obviously trying to kill us all. Do we really?
Yeah, but you know what they're like. They snap their fingers and we're just dead.
You
She tasted more like the food in the kennels, so maybe
Don't-
just
don't
something they
tell me.
made.
Okay.
Some sort of sick puppet. Have a laugh at us while we're over there, huh?
Daisy, you do, based on your time in Arcadia, you're pretty well acquainted with the puppets. They kind
mm-hmm.
Mm,
of, at this point, kind of being one yourself in a weird way.
Yeah.
That's not out of the realm of possibility for something like this.
Mhm.
Should kill this thing.
Jesus.
Blow its fucking brains out. I'm over it. I'm sick of looking at it.
Them. It was a blessing that we were dropped by the ocean. If we could throw her far enough out.
Hey,
I don't think we're getting anything else out of this. Any last questions before I finish it off?
well, what about are there others? Are there others like you? Or are
I mean, you
Are
have,
we
you have the gag in its mouth, and it's just like
Okay.
thrashing and shrieking against it.
just like Arlo asks the question, stops halfway through, goes, "Oh right," and then removes it. He's like, and removes it a little bit, just like, are there any others? Are what's the deal?
You're not going to get a response. You're going to get yelling, which you
Yeah.
do remember. You do remember there's buildings not that far away from where you're at.
Yeah.
Arlo just kind of like shoves.
So the
shoves
longer
the
the
thing
longer
back in.
she screams, if not already because Daisy did shriek, that it's possible that people will be coming.
Arlo just kind of shoves the gag back in, just like, all right, there you go.
I just gotta toss her in the van. There's still the
just
car.
throw her. Yeah.
I just lean over,
Her keys.
shoot her in the head. blow a bridge up.
You just fucking killed her.
Oh my
Disgusting.
god!
You do got a gun, so you do shoot her in the head.
Disgusting.
Like
The
Arlo
blood's
just
dangerous.
kind of
I'm
like
over it. I'm sick of it.
just kind of turns Daisy away, but just kind of like puts his hand on her shoulder, turns her away, and he's like, "Jesus Christ, man!" He's just like, "Jesus Christ, man! You can't warn us or something."
Okay, so just to confirm, you did shoot it in the head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you do that, the bolt does explode, and once again, like it explodes the head. And once again, if you are not a medical student who is kind of trained at like knowing how the human body works, very convincing.
Oh my
Very,
god.
very convincing head explosion. So I am going to Hey, remember how we were talking about clarity earlier?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, my own brain's blown out in front of me.
Let's see. How does rolling clarity work? I think that's going to be. See, Figures of clarity. Let me see. Oh God! Actually, putting the rolls in here is nigh. I'll look at that later. Just letting you know that that Percy and Ruth has some clarity rolls to make in the future for one, shooting a fetch in the face, and two, seeing your own body get shot in the face and exploding. There's gonna be some leftover trauma in there. I'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Percy, you some kind of fucking psycho or something?
Oh yeah, dual guess.
Get
If you know what roles we gotta do for clarity, I love Changeling as a book. It's very poorly lit. At least first edition is.
Oh, just
Oh!
giving us like success.
Well, it's one success
you.
on the die, but yeah. So one of you, if you just want to say whichever uses it, you'll make your clarity roll.
Bless you.
Are we doing that now, or are we doing that later?
I'm gonna look up later what the actual clarity rolls is, but like a success will be a success. So we could say that one of you two just can use that success, and then you will make the clarity roll. And you
Can
don't
we
have to worry
save that
about it.
success?
You could save it. You could
Yeah.
bank the free success, and then later on I'll have you roll a clarity thing.
Mm.
Awesome.
Okay, we can do that. We got currently one bank success. So at my notes. I don't have it on screen right now just because I need to figure out where I want to. There's some
Yeah.
like screen real estate I want to monkey with after the stream, but you have a bank success. Some trauma is on its way. Don't you beautiful angels worry. The scarring has started immediately.
Amazon Prime.
It's
trauma.
okay, Steve. Clarity is effectively the sanity for changelings. It's how diluted they become. And you guys have just like fucking barreled into
How
that
does-
shit like session
I
one.
know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How does giving into vices work? Because my vice is wrath.
Ah, that's
Ah.
right.
My brother.
You get a will. I believe you get a willpower point back.
Okay. Have we spent any willpower yet?
Nah, but I think you can bank that still. I think you can just have a.
Okay.
Once again, this is the first time we've run Changeling, and also it's been a while since I looked at New World of Darkness. I'm sure we're getting all the rules fucked up. It'll be fine. But yeah, for right now,
figure it
get a willpower point. I think shooting someone in the head is a pretty good expression of wrath. I'm not going to question you on that one.
You killed something.
All right.
Okay, so
Strip
I
of
will
fucking
say
clothes. Get her stuff. Let's get out of here.
with the gunshot, absolutely, people are going to be coming.
You
That's a
son of
gunshot in the
bitch.
woods.
What have you
Grab
done?
her
What have you
badge.
done?
Grab something.
Yeah.
Grab her clothes.
I'm gonna start rifling through where I know the badge and ID should be.
Fucking
you
hell, man.
You got the badge and the ID.
A key and a car keys.
You do got the car keys.
Did you
Don't
take
wanna
her,
take the cop car
her
though.
uniform? Her uniform. We're wearing rags.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's brain matter on the uniform.
The uniform
it'll
is
come
heavily
off.
stained.
Wash it in the ocean, why don't you?
Do we want to leave a cop's corpse out on the beach?
Toss it in the- well, I'll toss it in the van.
Just-
I'll toss in the van.
Okay.
Wait, should we throw it in a cop car and then leave? Leave it?
So, well, we
Do we
can't
want a
just leave
cop's
her body
corpse with us?
around. They'll
The cop driving the cop car with the cop's corpse in the backseat. Who's gonna?
How many
Actually, if anyone
layers of
sees
cop
that-
are we on right now?
Wait.
It looks like a
Which car are we
suicide.
taking? Are we taking the cop car or are we taking the van?
Take both.
Yeah, we could take both. We could take both.
Yeah, Ruth could take the cop card. We could take the van.
Yeah, all right. So who's taking the corpse then?
Okay, so Ruth, are you a bad enough lady to carry your own dead body?
Percy, you
I'm
carry.
gonna have to
You
be.
carry.
I don't know if anyone else has the strength to do it in this party.
How many layers of existential dread are you on, my dude?
Yeah.
I'm not surviving this session.
Percy, you're the murderer. You carry that damn body.
All right. Toss her in the van. Let's get the hell out of here. I'll go in the van.
Jesus
Ruth
Christ,
takes the
man.
cop
Thank you,
car.
President. Thank you.
Because I have driving as well.
For catching up, Primrose killed her own self, which was her evil doppelganger, and now they're taking her body to the cop car that she was the cop of. Yeah, that's a summary. All right,
Indeed.
So
What
as all of you leave the woods carrying a head exploded corpse of Tooth, you do see people from the buildings heading in your direction. They're a little ways away. It probably wouldn't be too hard to outrun them. One thing sticks out though. So like you can see them. They're coming along. It's kind of hard to like. You're at the part where you could. It's making out specific details is a little tricky without rolls. If you want to make some rolls. One thing that's easy to notice is like everybody else is like, average height. What's it like? Roughly somewhere between like 5'6" and like 5'9".
Mm-hmm.
There is an individual moving with them that is at least 8 feet tall,
Hmm.
but their silhouette's weird. As in, like, the torso is big, but the neck seems really long, and the arms and legs seem really long comparatively to so. And they're all running kind of like towards the woods.
Slender Man.
Fuck up.
If you would like to roll some like perceptions to get like a better view of like maybe to kind of like make some more details out of the individual.
What we
What
roll?
skill would that be? Or...
That would be,
I think it's perception. I think there's a perception wits.
Okay,
Is
let
that
me
perception?
see.
There is I think awareness.
Wait, I do have. Hold on, I do have something. Let me see.
I know there's a look good skill. I thought I could be wrong.
Investigation.
yeah, I
it-
have like keen senses and it's wits and. Okay, never mind. That does not apply here. Also, I don't have the glamour to use it.
Oh, I know what I can do. Let's look in my notes. I wrote down there's like in the World of Darkness core book there is an example of like a bunch of like skill checks on page 39 if you want to help me with that. That's kind of like very typical things you'll do. Let's see, maybe like perception, looking, awareness, stuff like that. Animal training.
I do have a.
Oh,
dead-
wits. Say it says wits plus composure. You can do wits plus composure to take a look at stuff. Just like two stats. You can click the stat and it'll do the exact same thing as like a skill. It's really weird, but okay. Yeah, wits plus composure will get you there.
Yeah, for some reason not working for me. I can't click on it.
Yeah, I can't click about that. That's
You might just
Wits
need
is
you
not
just,
clickable.
you just might need to manually do it then.
Okay, so it'd just be like okay. Let me do.
The nice thing too, if you do greater than 8, like this, with your appropriate number of die, it'll automatically calculate the like the number of successes.
Okay. Norb.
No success from Euro. Hey, there we go. All right, Mal's got okay. So we got Percy and Ruth are getting a good look. And then,
Oh, do I need to roll? What was
oh
it?
yeah, if you want to, yeah, just wits and composure. You'll have to do it manual style. You just kind of do it like that. Wait, no, why did break time copy paste?
No break time.
Break time.
all right. Break time. See you guys in 5.
If you do it like that without the quotes and then your appropriate number of d10s. There.
Let's see. Where would that be?
It'd be your
Oh, it's 2.
yeah. It'll be your composure and your wits. I think I have yours up. I think that'd be 5d10.
Oh.
So
I'd be 10.
let me go back to group view now. Hey, there we go. All right. So everybody but Arlo.
Damn it.
The one who's good at looking at things.
Arlo is like, damn, that boy big. Like everybody else, you kind of like. I imagine. I probably maybe during this time, Arlo is like getting like into the van, like ready to get the fuck out of there. When you take a look at the distance and you see this individual and like the group, like the like nobody else seems bothered by the big person, which is a little odd. But also, like you kind of get like an inherent feeling, especially the fact that they're not bothered surrounded by people. Kind of wonder if they might be one of you. Because like once you get a good look, you realize that it's not like angry mob coming. It's like the collective look on everyone's faces is, oh shit, we heard gunshots. And like that, and then they're getting a better look. I also imagine like now it's probably closer to the evening. I don't know why. I guess it's kind of like mid-afternoon. It's probably closer to like 3. It hasn't really been that long.
I could try. Tried and tested. Nothing to see here. Move along. Cop voice.
Could send Arlo out as well with you. See what the score is while we discreetly put this body away.
Yeah, you could do that. You could go to meet them.
Yeah.
While we load this up.
I'm gonna take the gun from Percy if I can, if he'll let me.
Scrape the blood off. I reluctantly let it go. I'm still kind of angry.
Yeah, the
I don't really have a holster for it well, I have the remains of a holster.
Well, I mean, the body has one. Just put it on you.
Yeah, I'll take the holster from the body.
Do we have like like something to cover the body with, like any other clothing, just to be like, don't worry about that.
Is there a sex blanket in the back of the wagon?
There's gotta be a drug rug.
Obviously,
There's
yeah.
gotta be a drug rug.
Mhm. It is definitely tie-dyed if you're wondering. So don't worry.
You
Excellent.
fucking bitch.
Now it's blood dyed.
Let's go. All right. So it looks like Daisy and Percy begin like wrapping the body and tucking it into the cop car or the van. Which one are you doing?
It was the van.
Okay, putting it into the back of the van, and Arlo and Ruth, you head out towards the crowd of people who are rushing over. It's the big guy and then maybe roughly like 3 other individuals. They look like an interesting combination of, the best way I could say is like hippies and farmers, where it's like they kind of got like a lot of the like kind of general outfit and kind of like aesthetic sensibilities, like a lot of like shaggy beards and long hair and kind of like free love kind of shirts. But also you kind of have the feeling that they have been working in the field for a while. Like they're beginning to tan. Some of them have kind of like slight little bits of muscle now. They do look thin and weary. And then the big boy, once again, once you get close, like you can see he is a big guy who looks like he has been stretched. Like if you took like, the best way I could say, are you guys familiar with the concept, like a Stretch Armstrong doll, like one of those like corn syrup dolls?
Yeah.
Imagine if somebody took one of those and stretched the neck and the arms to the point where they never fully went back to their normal size.
Ooh.
And when when Arlo and Ruth get up there, he sees you, and he looks genuinely shocked. Nobody else seems genuinely shocked in that group. And like, and then the other people are going to begin talking. He'd be like, "Oh, what happened? We heard gunshots." Then
Arlo starts trying to cry on command. And he starts trying to, as they're walking to sleep.
Nothing to see here. Move along, folks. There's an incident with a wild animal. It's under control.
Yeah. Honestly, once they see the badge, the rest, like the small people leave. They're like, gross pigs. Get out of there. The tall one is still has left behind, just kind of like, looking at you two. And I don't know how stealthy Percy and Daisy are on the back, but he's also very big.
Oh
So
yeah, I
he's-
guess he could
Mm.
see us.
So he's just kind of
Damn.
looking. Just like, changelings, aren't you?
We're what? Excuse us?
What are you
reach-
calling us?
He like reaches down with his like, once again, long distance. The hands are the normal size, but the arms are
How
long.
cops are fake.
And he goes down and grabs Arlo by the horn and kind of wiggles it a little bit.
Arlo just like you can see that. I mean, you're grabbing
Yeah.
it right now, but were
Well-
you?
Wasn't expecting anyone to be in this part of the woods. And 4 of them? Did something happen?
What do you mean? Did something happen? Were you not with? Did you not escape with us?
Oh,
You
you're-
aren't from the castle?
You're all fresh, aren't you?
Excuse
meant-
me.
We have a lot to talk about.
I'm
Do you
sure we
mind?
do.
Do you have any?
We have a thing to deal with right now. Could we
Yeah,
maybe come back?
Ah, yes. Oh, okay. Like he's got this kind of like slow meandering way of talking.
Mm.
You also do kind of notice that his face is stretched a little bit, like he was made to smile, and that has kind of
Ugh.
like made
Ugh.
talking hard for him. Yeah, no, he did. What you figure? Whatever happened to him was not great.
Mm.
I'll call her fail. It's like,
Well,
well, I'm back at the Skeeter Ranch. Feel free to stop by if you want to chat.
well.
I'll tell the other. Well, they've left. Okay. Well, I'll be seeing you now. And he just kind of waves with a really big distended arm and just goes on back.
Harlow just kind of like awkwardly just kind of waves back like
Was that the hippie commune?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah, that
commune
was.
that the 2 on the beach got kicked out of
Ugh.
for not working.
well, Ruth, you ever dispose a body before?
Not professionally.
Just on my own time.
Well, we'll take any experience we can get because
Like, I heard stories, but that was on the other side. Not this side.
hey,
Yes, we are.
sometimes you
kill
just
it.
gotta play a different role than what's typical.
We did just kill a fake cop.
Yeah. Which once again, too, if you're not a changeling or like aware of this, it does look very much like a cop got shot in the head.
Yeah.
I guess.
I
we're looking at
guess.
the campaign name. Jesus.
I did name it Helter Skelter for a reason, and I feel like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I was like, yeah.
Like, oops.
Yeah.
Sure, things are about to get a little crazy.
I'll
A
head
little
back
silly.
to the van to let the others
Yeah.
know about this Stretch Armstrong man.
Stretch Armstrong.
I don't know if Stretch Armstrongs were in the 60s, but you get the idea. Yeah.
I think they were
So,
80s. I
they're
think they were an
probably
80s toy.
What about? Oh,
Slinkies are probably time relevant. Slinkies are eternal, right?
when was Gumby?
Yeah.
That's gotta be 50s, 60s, right?
Gumby was from 1953.
Oh, Gumby,
Oh,
man.
there
Okay,
we
you would
go.
all recognize Gumby then. Yeah. God, I didn't realize Gumby was that old. I used to watch him when I was younger. Yeah, so you explained that the Gumby man is friendly? Seems to know it's called you changelings. Is odd.
Changeling, huh? It's a weird word for it. How about we come back here after we deal with this little situation?
Yeah.
Do you think he would have known what? And she looks down at the covered corpse blanket. You think he would have known what this is?
he seemed awfully like he knew a lot of what the hell was going on compared to us. So that might very well be the truth.
I wonder if the hippies would know how to dispose of a body.
You know,
Actually, they got a lot of farmland.
They don't
Hey,
seem
it's
to
free
like cops
fertilizer.
much either.
Do they raise pigs?
They seemed a little anti-pig at the time.
Hey, got him.
Maybe it's worth asking them.
Yeah.
Got a little
In
pig
that case, I
problem to
feel
deal
like we
with.
should not be driving up my my work vehicle.
So
True.
we're just assuming that the van is a throwaway and the cop car is the real one.
Well,
The van does have more storage though.
yeah, it's true.
Which is nice. And remember the very, very sick Lord of the Rings airbrushing on this.
Yeah, I can't get rid of this beauty.
Yeah.
At least rip the door off and take it with you.
Yeah.
How about we wheel this cop car off into the woods there and cover it up a bit in case we need it later. We take this van up to the commune and ask for a hand.
That works.
Sounds good. They are going to question why I'm not reporting back after a while, but I'll deal with that later.
Do you have the radio? Did you take the radio from it?
Or it might be in the car as
There
well.
is a radio. There is a radio in the car. Yeah. God,
Wait,
I love
wait.
the conversations that are coming from this.
Hang on. They know she went to the woods. The cops know that she went to the woods. We can't hide the cop car there because I'll
Yeah,
find it.
Lizzie sent Tooth over there.
Maybe Ruth should go back to the station, report to Lizzie
Yeah.
that everything's okay. Or at least on the radio. We don't need anyone looking into this.
I'll chime in into the radio.
Yeah.
I love crime. I love killing people.
Are you shouting that in the background as I'm making the call?
You definitely didn't blow her head off. Don't worry about it. Don't come to the
All
woods.
right. So I am going to need a roll for this, and it has to come from Ruth.
Oh,
If you're going to be calling over the radio.
Yeah, calling over the radio took care of the issue in the woods. I'm going to be reporting that, or rather, God, PTO for the rest of the day. Actually, I probably wouldn't even be paid. Fuck.
TO.
assuming you have PTO.
Yeah. Something like that. Lying through
Okay.
my teeth, I guess.
All right, give me a manipulation subterfuge.
Oh no.
Oh.
Does she get a bonus because it's all cop slang?
I'll give you a bonus die
She
for
done
that. Yeah, I'll give 2 bonus dice. That's a very reasonable suggestion. You're just reporting in. The reason I'm having you roll is because clearly this is a tense moment.
Yeah, I'm totally capable of doing that.
Hey, there we go.
Yo.
Hey.
Yep.
Yes.
A little shaky.
Yeah, like everybody sees Ruth just like wiggling violently the little headset, and your request over the radio goes over, and they do not seem really that suspicious. So they're just like, okay,
So we're clear for now.
you're clear for now. This buys you time. I will say it buys you
Yeah.
time. That's the big thing. It won't cover forever because eventually, if it's like, oh, a bunch of weird shit happened, and they ask Liz. Unless Arlo can serve so hard that Liz forgets. But yeah, no, that gives you a little bit more playing around time before people go looking.
All right. So we'll hide the car for now, but we will have to get rid of it at some point because otherwise
Mm.
they'll know. All right.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
so we need to roll for that, for like covering the car up with vines and leaves and branches or whatever, just to hide it off the side of the road.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know. There's that many leaves you could use to cover a whole ass car.
Damn.
Oh. If you take it in and you get branches, you take it in like just around the corner so it's not in line of sight, and then put some branches on it. Would there be enough of that, or is it not?
I'll give you
That's
a
what I thought.
dexterity subterfuge, but I am going to put a -1 die on it because this is a big fucking car.
We could just drive it off
You could just
a
put it.
bit
Yeah.
into a place that has a big parking lot.
Yeah.
And who's gonna
Oh,
fuck with
yeah,
my
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
It's a cop car.
True.
It's a
I mean,
state
I
patrol
mean-
car. Who's
I
gonna
mean,
break?
you're off road at this point, though. You're not really by any major roads.
And it's technically her car. It's not like she shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
to people, you do look like Ruth because you are Ruth.
I'm just a really roughed up looking version.
Yeah. So we'll drive both cars to wherever we're going to drop it off, and then we'll hop in the van and then go back to the commune, right?
Yeah. I think that would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the body's in the van. So you're driving the cop car. You're taking it, just to be sure, where you're taking it into town, the park, or are you taking it like further into the woods, taking it off to the side?
We're going into like the stage, like parking it in the town, right? That
Yeah,
we're
just
doing?
Yeah.
leave it in plain sight, like a grocery parking lot or something.
Okay, yeah, this is
Mm.
this is a
Like
relatively
Walmart's.
Yeah. No, we are in a better time before Walmart. So like you could kind of leave it in like, I don't know, like in front of a diner, and then go walk off. Like if people see you, they're gonna
Donut
be like,
shop. No one
they're
will
gonna be-
suspect anything.
they're like, hey, there we
True.
go. Yeah, you can like diners. You can get donuts and coffee. You just park it there. You walk off. I don't think anybody is gonna be like, hey, cop, you left your car to get into the other car. Like they're just be like, oh, that's weird. Anyway, we're
The reason we're
tourists.
being so pedantic. Reason we're being so pedantic about this is because I know you, Hal. I knew you were the gears were turning. The moment I said leave the car at the side, it's like, oh no, wait. Hal's got a scheme.
He's gonna-
You're doing it right. I'm very proud of you. All right, so
You learned that lesson the hard way. In the
Oh,
last,
Azure was
last
right
game.
though. We should have just left it on the side of like the road as a speed trap car.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
That's fine.
It's done. It's done.
I'm sure you'll steal other vehicles. You can do that. All right. So you're in the van. You're driving to the commune. Get my notes so I can explain a little bit. That. All right. Once you get towards the commune, it is like, in the frankest words possible, it is really, really. This looks like a little patch of land that was sort of forgotten and sort of left to rot. There is a barn. There is a little house. Both of them look to be like mostly patched together with like little tarps and just kind of like little pieces of wood and some other scrap. Next to them are a fine assortment of many tents, and they have two vehicles there. One of them is a truck that has kind of had some like little makeshift poles extending out the back to make it into like a little tent. And then there is a car. As far as plants go, you do see it's getting towards the evening. Time is very nebulous in this, but whatever. Towards the evening, you do see people are beginning to wind down from the day, but it looks like that they are attempting to grow, like, I would need some sort of like agriculture role to figure out exactly what they're growing at this point, but it looks like they're growing something. They were growing something. You see a kind of group of, like I said, effectively agricultural hippies is the best way I could describe it. Like commune people. They're trying they're trying their best. Things that immediately catch your eye when you're there are sitting kind of like laying against the side of the barn is the big boy, is Gumby Man himself. And otherwise, it does seem like a lot of people are currently in the barn house right now. Reasons you're not entirely sure yet.
Okay. So we should
And
go.
when you, I don't know like how you leave the car, but it doesn't seem like anyone's particularly surprised when you pull up in a Volkswagen van in the '60s, looking like hippies. Like,
Yeah, you already know.
I feel like I should
stay
hang
by
back.
like
Oh,
you
okay.
can't,
Yeah, I was going to say someone should stay back.
Guard
like
the
sorry. I just like the suggestion to like leave the body in the side to look like she's napping her head.
Oh yeah.
She's napping real hardcore right now. I know you're joking. Anyway, sorry about that. What's
Were
the
you gonna
plan,
say?
Crow? I was just
Or I
think-
goofing.
Yeah, Ruth can stay back then, and the rest.
I
of us
don't
go
really
talk
think
to-
they like cops.
someone
Besides, I feel like
should
it's
make
my
sure-
duty.
Yeah, someone should make sure they don't poke around and discover the dead body we have in the van without before we preface it.
So Arlo, Percy, and Daisy leave the van and go into the commune. Ruth is in the van with her own corpse. A
It's
phrase
awake.
I'm gonna continue to milk because I will never get a chance to say something like this until maybe a couple sessions from now. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Do you wish to go like talk to the people? Do you want to go to the Gumby Man, or do you want to go into the barn house?
Let's go talk to that tall fella
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think meeting up with the one guy we met before to show us around and get us introduced and everything.
All right.
First
Or
things
just
first,
find
though.
out what's going on at all.
First things first, though. We should ask if they can give us a hand with our little problem.
That's fair enough. Well, hey, you Gumby.
Like
Waving at him.
you just see like his big kind of distended arm go up and like wipe from his eyes, like, oh, you came. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. My body. I don't eat a lot or sleep a lot. I just kind of shut down. So, and you see him kind of like unfold and step up.
Oh my god.
Also, now that you're really close as well, you also do kind of see like ligature marks on his neck and wrists.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, they stretched you, man. I was just kind of like hands on his hip, just kind of like looking up at him. Just kind of like.
They got you
So-
good, huh?
Oh yeah. We were going to talk about that. Okay.
Yep.
Come with me. It's probably best that these nice people just kind of see his like big arm just kind of slightly push you all to go to a scenic walk in the woods. Do you resist the wood walk?
No.
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 So you guys begin kind of like walking into the woods, just kind of like a little ways from the communes. So what do you all want to know?
You called us changelings, right? What exactly is that?
See, you're all real fresh, I take it.
Fresher than you'll ever know.
So, when you escape from the horrible place, come over to this side. Changes you. Can't really go back to the way it used to be. Some scars can never fully heal. At his wrist. Like, once again, sadness, but his mouth is kind of permanently distended into a real grin. But you can see it in his eyes. So good. Or at least the memory's not doing so good.
Mm.
So you not a human anymore. You're a changeling. Changed. I didn't invent the term. I went to what was it called again? The Freehold down in San Fran. Tried to stay there for a while with others like this, but places like that make me nervous.
We're
all the politics and the planning and the scheming. A lot nicer out here. Gotta put my scars to good use, helping people trying their best. Points back to the board.
Arlo kind of like when he hears him say like you can't go back, like you're permanently changed. He kind of like this kind of like moment of like shock and then kind of like no. Back up. We're stuck like this, like this, and he like gestures to like his whole body, just be like, I'm stuck permanently, tickled pink by my own jokes. Is that what you're saying?
Were you planning on cutting those horns off?
Well, maybe I kind of like how they look, just a teeny bit, but I'm like, listen, I'm a comedian. I can't. I mean, obviously, it seems people can't notice that, but we're not going to be stuck on the run forever, are we?
Wish I could say something else. Wish I could say it was going to be okay, but it's
Oh
not.
no! I've got shows to run. I've got gigs. I'm a star. That's what I am. I'm a star. And then Arlo just
So-
kind of starts like walking, like kind of like walking, like pacing around in circles as he's kind of like digesting this. He's probably not gonna be. He's probably not gonna. He's gonna be out of commission for a little bit, just being like,
So
okay.
so
time
the stretch man kind of goes over to Person Days. It's like it's sad, but that happens. Well, hear the news.
Well, you know, my life wasn't worth much anyway, and a life on the road now, well, doesn't sound so bad, but these memories, the memories of that place, do they ever go away?
I don't know. Wake up some nights crying, thinking about what happened to me. You mentioned a castle, I think, where you were all kept.
Yeah.
Sounds nice. I wasn't so lucky. I was kept in a cave by a hideous beast. Big old baby with large eyes that would love to collect tall people like me. See, I didn't used to be this big, but I was pretty tall for my size. Was even thinking about taking up basketball, you know? I didn't have any other real prospects in life at the time, so I didn't like the game very much, but I was good for it. And one day I woke up, surrounded by other tall people like me. Oh, did it like to see how tall it could make us further, how much it could stretch and pull. The big baby did like to play with its toys. Most of the toys broke. I only managed to escape because one day it took too long getting a replacement for me or the others. So I thrashed and pulled against the ropes until I broke my way free. I ended up not here, but somewhere close.
We came out on the beach there by the water. Some freaks dragged us out. They said they were from this commune, but that doesn't matter.
Ah, that was Starlight and Moonbeam, I take it.
Yeah, they were funny.
Oh, they talk big talk about the freak lifestyle, but all like the other people in the city, it's all talk and no work. You don't work, you don't eat. So we had to let them go. Shame it had to be that way.
So when they take you, when the Fae take you, we found something funny. That's when you found us in the woods there.
Hmm?
Do they replace you with a puppet?
Ah,
Why
don't
is
know.
no one looking for us?
This is going to be the real sad part. Say this. I will admit that I'm not very well versed on Arcane, but what I've been told by the people in the Freehold, that if they think you're going to be especially missed, you get replaced with Fetch, a creature made of sticks and blood and mud and shadow. A perfect replica of you. And it's a special kind of hurt when you see them. I remember when I saw mine, I assume it's still out there. On the cover of a sports magazine. You know, he got a scholarship. Good for him. I'll never see anything from it. But I'm not a violent man. I take it that you all did what needed to be done, though.
Oh, we did something all right.
Hmm. Tell me, do they bleed when you hit them?
They sure do.
You should take care of that quickly. I can't imagine having a body around these parts is a good look.
Well, we were going to ask if maybe you guys had a way to deal with something like that.
He just kind of like stares at you, like with like a real incredulous look. He's like, "You brought a corpse here to this commune, and you think we can take care of it? Endanger
Well,
this little slice of life we built up for ourselves?"
yeah.
He's just like, yeah. To be fully real with you, yeah. Like, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's crazy. He's the guy who killed him in the first place. Jesus Christ, Percy. We really gotta work on your social skills.
I'm gonna be real succinct with this. You're gonna have to take that body somewhere else. It's hard enough to keep this ranch afloat without adding a dead body to the mix. Now I understand you're fresh out of the other place and you're all scrambled in the brain, but I want you to know human laws still apply in human lands.
Well, I guess we better go do something about that then.
You're damn right.
Yes.
Jesus.
You're
Dear
more than
Lord.
welcome to stay afterwards, at least for a night, unless you feel like working yourselves. Otherwise, I'd recommend heading to San Francisco, see if you can meet up with the others. Look for the freehold in Haight Ashbury. That's where most of us are in this state.
Well,
Ada Ashbury, huh? Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much for your help.
Oh, where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Big John. And he like leans down.
and
It wasn't my old name, but that's what I go by these days. Because I'm big.
his name is John. Incredible.
I'm John.
Well, thank you very much, Big John. Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, my life is ruined.
So as the rest of you begin to leave, also Ruth, while you are in the van, you do hear like a very heated argument coming from the farm, and you see a man walk out. Now, this man looks very different from basically everywhere else here. Almost to a rule, everybody has incredibly like long hair and long beards. Except for like Big John really doesn't have a lot of hair going on right now, but you kind of figure, you know why. You know why. Things are not great over there. But this man, very clean cut, clean shaven, crisp button-up plaid shirt, just kind of confidently walks out of there, out of the place. Gets into a car, which is, I should have mentioned this car earlier, is much nicer than everything else here. Like, this is like a new model car. And drives off. The entire time bringing a, like, probably like early 20s, like kind of like hippie girl with him.
Huh. Wonder if that was. Wait, actually, so the girl looked 20s, the man looked
50s.
50s.
Yeah. She didn't look like she was having a good time, but it looked like she was going willingly.
Our dad must have dragged her back.
The man did look very much like your typical, like, honestly, like a 1950s dad. Like, he definitely looks like from an earlier time. Like, he has not progressed with the changing culture of the 60s.
Okay.
No. At that point, the rest of the crew kind of sidle over with news.
Can we give a quick rundown of all that he said? Yeah, that body in the back there, that happens a lot, they reckon. They call that a fetch.
And
But
they have a way to dispose of them?
no.
They're pretty much flesh and blood by human law, so.
I didn't tell him it was a cop. I don't think they'd want to hear that. So we better get the hell out of here with this body. If we need a place to stay tonight, they said we can come back, but for now, we got to deal with this. So,
Can this day get any worse, honestly?
Like, get pulled over on the way.
Oh, God.
no. So,
Drive the
Ruth,
speed
you
limit,
said
you'll
you
be
knew how
fine.
to dispose of a corpse?
Well,
No. I will say, as the GM, you do have a med student.
Everyone's just kind of slowly turning to Daisy. How can we traumatize you further? Like,
I mean,
Hey.
if you do give me an intelligence medicine roll, I can kind of like see if you know how to best like maybe dispose of the body. Maybe some chemicals you might want to buy.
no.
You have some
Hey,
clarity left. Let's
kiddo.
get rid of that.
Hey, kiddo, you're the real
Pixie,
medical type.
Oh, also, Bad Pal gave you guys a free success to bank. Oh,
Whoa, thank
you
you.
actually have
Ooh.
2 free successes floating.
Yeah. Do we want to use that for this so we really get rid of this body? No messing around.
True.
I
But we don't have money.
I have a suggestion.
We have
I
my
guess.
wallet.
Oh,
Ruth's
that's
wallet.
true.
Oh yes.
I don't know how much
Big
cash I
cash.
was carrying on me. I mean, on duty and everything.
So you have like roughly like 10, 19,
Is
60
there-
bucks.
A hardware
Dollars?
store.
There's a hardware store, yeah.
Oh gosh.
What are you thinking, kid?
We can get a saw. Maybe.
Is everybody in this is everybody in this group a murderous psychopath, or am I the only sane one right now?
I don't like this idea as much as you, but what are we supposed to do?
I don't know. Stage a suicide. I don't know. That's the dramatic way to go out. That's the
But
poetic
it's
way to go out.
her. I'm pointing at Ruth when I say it's her. They're not. We have 2 people we have to consider. Like right now, she could just take over her role. She could just get back to her real life. She could actually have what we can't. We can't go back to our real lives. I don't. Maybe we can, but I don't know. It doesn't sound like after hearing what that guy said. But if we could just, get rid of the body parts in the ocean, let the wildlife take care of it for us, and no one will be the wiser.
We're different now. She's a dog. You think you should go back to being a cop?
No one sees her like that. They don't see us like that, though.
I'm sorry, the visible expression on Primrose when you said that, it was very good.
It's not that easy. Look at him. Look at him. He wanted to be a basketball player. He'll be perfect for it, and he can't even go back.
Because
He
he
didn't-
couldn't. Because he
Not that
couldn't kill
easy.
his own fetch. Not that I could either.
I really took Percy to take care of that for you.
That place fucked us up in the heads. You can't just slot back in and pretend it never happened. I mean,
I'm gonna have to agree.
Ruth, if you want to try, then it's up to you. I just don't see it happening.
4 fucking years. I don't know how much has changed in that time frame.
A lot.
If I. Yeah.
Spoilers for the audience. Ruth missed the entire summer of love and like the collapse of the hippie movement. We are on the like the declining boner of free love right now, and it's not doing good for anyone.
Listen,
Well,
listen, Ruth. Listen, all of you. Life is about playing it by ear. And it's not just about, the stage you're on, but also the actors you're sharing it with. At the very least, well, whatever this shit gig is that we're doing, this chicken shit gig that we've all been assigned to, at the very least, we've got a few other similarly traumatized fucks around us. So, I say, you know what? Let's just go for it. Fuck it. While we're here, let's just focus on getting rid of this body, and then we can focus on what's gonna come next.
yeah.
Let's go. So you want so is the plan to get the saw as Daisy suggested?
We gotta
Can we
know.
afford a
Body
saw?
parts, and
With
maybe-
$10, can we afford a saw?
The prices were cheap back then.
I'm legitimately thinking that maybe a saw might be like $1.
Yeah.
How
Honest-
much could a saw be?
Honestly, now that we have a cop's badge, we could go and rough up some other hippies that we find in the streets and take their money.
You think hippies have money?
Damn,
well,
bro.
they're rich kids, aren't they? They might have drugs we can sell to other ones.
You want to dispose of my corpse and then just use my badge like that? Fuck. Maybe we should just stage the suicide.
Okay, I'm
We have the
just
card.
for funds, I'm running an inflation calculator. I wonder if this is actually good. That's like $83. Fuck.
Damn.
Wow.
For a
Yeah.
saw?
No, I mean you have $83 equivalent right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think
Loaded.
you could buy a saw. Let's see. HomeDepot.com.
Home
This is gonna put me on a list. Let's say like saw. I'm just gonna look up a typical saw. Let's say hand saw. There. There we go. Hand saw in our monies is roughly about $10 if you want to go for a cheaper one. So legitimately $1. $1 would get you a saw, and you would have $9 left because money used to be good.
Damn.
Sick.
Technically, you could also buy some other shit. So just like you have like reasonable, like just buy some wood planks too.
Oh, and we need garbage bags for disposal. Tape. What else do we need for body disposal?
Maybe
should
a
be it,
big
right?
sign that says we're burying a body. How about that? You know.
A shovel? Oh wait, are we throwing it in the water or are we
Yeah,
burying
how
it?
are we disposing of it? Are we like, I mean, we're cutting it up? Are we going to like distribute the pieces amongst the third
Just-
estate or something? Like, what's happening here? Like,
I was originally thinking like throw him in it like in the ocean, but then you have to think about the tides and everything. But
Yeah.
Here's another idea. You know why people go missing into the woods of California?
Mm.
Like we did.
that's true. Just when you're cutting it up, make sure it's real jagged. Well, actually,
If you
We
want to
do
do the
have-
woods, you could buy a shovel.
we do have.
Yeah, there's a barrier in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. If
Could
we
do it
really
in
wanted
parts
to
even
make
to make it real thorough.
Yeah.
You could do the classic saw, separate garbage bags and then separate dig spots.
How do
I
you
don't
all
know
this
if we
now?
necessarily want the garbage bags. We want the scavengers to get at it. We don't want it
Yeah.
preserved.
Well, we don't want to make you do this. We do have a giant beast in our party that could rough it up a little bit.
Are you asking me to
Clarity?
maul my own corpse?
No, I didn't,
Clarity,
I
what's
didn't say
clarity?
that. I didn't say that. I'm just putting it out there that hypothetically, if we did want to, we do have the means to do so.
You would have to
like
you'd have
Meg,
to maul
we went
her
through
neck.
some shit. This is what's
yeah.
wrong.
Meg, Changeling's one hell of a drug. It's about people with trauma accelerating their trauma through fey bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Just putting it out there. You don't have to listen to me, sweetie, but I'm just,
This average Changeling party legitimately might be like.
All right.
I just close my eyes and pretend it's food like the kennel. I might be
You
able
did
to do it.
taste it.
Oh
Yep,
god.
yep. So at this point, like, okay, you're where are you gnawing the body at right
The woods.
now? All right, you're in the woods. Do you want does somebody want to go to the hardware store to buy stuff while you're gnawing it, or we just gonna do it one?
We'll just leave it.
Okay.
We'll just leave it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave it intact. Okay, so
Yeah.
Ruth,
Intact.
We'll
Mauled
we'll
by a
park the
wild
car by the side of
creature.
the road so it looks natural.
we're going to do. Let's see. Mercy to clarity. This is just for future clarity rolls, Ruth. I feel like if I'm being so bold, that
It's a
having to
lot.
physically mangle your own corpse is gonna require some rolls later, so that'll be fine.
Jeez.
So
Make
you
sure to target the hands specifically, and I guess
Mm.
the dental records are already taken care of. So
Yeah,
yippee!
just remember, it's not actually you. It's just somebody who looks, talks, behaves, sounds, and smells
Smells.
like
Yeah.
you, but it isn't you.
Mostly.
Well, the nice
Yeah.
thing too, Ruth, is if you have a distinct birthmarks or whatever, so you could rip at those as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna make you roll for this because
I
I
know.
feel like if teeth sharp enough, you pretty much can do it. So
Yeah.
congratulations, you now have a decapitated corpse. Is now a mangled decapitated corpse.
What?
Lovely.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep. And then do you want to do something with the police outfit?
Well, maybe we should have stripped her beforehand, but whatever. I
It
don't
was already
think it- I
covered. We
don't-
weren't using it anyway. It was all
yeah,
covered in blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean more
find
like
the
if somebody finds a police body in the woods.
yeah, I think maybe taking the
Yeah, we should take the uniform off.
Yeah, you can just take that
Like,
off, and you just
burn
want to
those.
just like bury that somewhere. You don't really have any sources of fire right now.
Uh,
We're leaving the
tear
big
it
pile
to
of clothes in our
shreds.
sex van.
Yeah, extra comp car.
Well,
comp-
actually, yeah. If you have a pile of bloody clothes, they're like, "What's up with that?" And you're like, "Those are mine."
I stripped them off in the Great Awakening.
Yep. Is that what you're doing? You're taking the.
Yep, we're leaving my naked, mangled.
You can leave underwear on.
D-
I'm not requiring you to take your underwear off.
Oh gosh.
Just close your eyes. Just
Sure.
close your eyes.
Sure. Leaving the corpse that way in the woods.
Close your eyes. It feels like nothing's changed at all.
I want to brush my teeth.
You said that, and it like triggered that song immediately.
What if
Just,
you close your eyes?
just like that song, it's way out of season for that. But like, you could just imagine like the fucking like CW trailer of this.
Oh my god.
All
Arlo
right,
just
so
kind of pats Ruth on the back. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it?
I need water to rinse my mouth out.
Mhm.
so you leave the mangled corpse in the woods behind, and you get into the van. Now you're in the van. All right, so it is getting around wrap up time. I think the thing I want to end on is, what is everybody's plan? Stuff that's on the table that I could suggest would be recovering Mao's motorcycle, going back home to deal with potentially his fetch, or just getting the motorcycle, going to Haight Ashbury to try to go to the Changeling Freehold to figure out what the fuck is you.
Mm,
Hmm.
The
It would be useful to have a
the-
second vehicle that I can crash into things.
Yep. The other idea is
like-
to begin heading to Ruth's home and seeing what's up with that.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's a lot of
Where-
options.
how
What's
far away
closer?
are these things?
Yeah.
Like
Mm,
from each other and from us?
I'm gonna say each one is roughly about, based on just looking up some quick stuff, roughly a 4-hour drive. Like it's gonna be a commitment to go to one of these.
Mm.
Well, if we went to Roofs, you could basically try to like piece together what has happened in the last couple of years to the person that replaced you, the thing that replaced you. If we go to Miles, we can get his vehicle, and yeah, like you said, potentially see if his fetch is available.
I think I'm done
So-
dealing with my own trauma. I kind of want a break.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's fair.
Yeah.
So if we go to mine, and then is it like 4 hours to one of the other ones then?
It's something like 4 to 6, like depending on how Pythagorean we want to get with this nonsense.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
A large trip.
At least
Or
a half day's trip.
the other options too potentially are like there is also Arlo and Daisy's houses. See what's
Oh,
up with
yeah.
their situations. So you guys got a lot of choices. This is why I just want to like nail it
Yeah.
down before we proceed, because this is gonna
Oh.
dictate what session 2 will look like.
I think
Which by the way, everyone, this is going to be a multi-session thing.
I feel like me and Arlo specifically would probably be in like more like city type areas, because I would have been in
Yeah.
a school setting, so I would have been in a dormitory. Arlo would have been in some close to work,
Yeah,
probably.
I guess realistically, if we want to go just to triangulate stuff, it would be reasonable for both of you to be in San Francisco.
Mm.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
big
that's
city
what I
for
was
comedy. There's a lot of student activity in
Mhm.
San Francisco. Haight Ashbury is a sub district of San Francisco. It's a neighborhood. They got real famous for hippies and artists and like political dissidents and other
Yeah,
fun
and I was
activities.
looking up like what middle schools are in California, and San Francisco does have like one of the oldest ones. So
Oh, there you go.
So, do we want to get Percy's motorcycle next session and then go to San
Yeah.
Francisco?
Well, yeah, we can do that, and then after that we'll see how much more Ruth trauma we want, and if we can stop off on Ruth on the way.
No more Ruth trauma.
And-
oh,
And if not, we can just get a San Fran, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Why
I think
not?
Sounds like a good plan.
Sounds good. I got that written down, and I believe with that, will be a good wrap up for tonight. We got a lot done.
What a session.
What a fucking session.
Good.
I
Mhm.
used probably like a fourth of my notes, and it still turned out pretty good.
Damn.
Dang. We went places. Oh my god.
Yeah, we did.
You all legitimately went places. It was very fun though. I miss the chaoticness of World of Darkness. It's been very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, all right. With that, let me see. Notes written down. I guess yeah, so everybody, got anything cool coming up?
I got Marshmallow Q&A coming up on Sunday. I don't have the link on me. Just go to my Twitter or something, man.
It's
And
okay.
find it.
I have a, let me see, Changeling. If any of you are not following all of these wonderful people, please do so. This is also in the YouTube comments for later if you need to like check out all these wonderful peeps.
Cool.
So you can do that for Yoro. Mal, what you got going on?
So at the moment, I just had a big video release last week. If you like Fear and Hunger, especially the second game, you'll like this video. It goes over one of the endings. And I guess a couple of weeks, got another video coming out, which is if you like analog horror, the next video is about that. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to check that out.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Vake says I'm actually the guy who made the official Fear and Hunger Discord. Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, are you?
Small world, huh?
Hey, it's your fault, Fake. You're the one to blame.
Yeah, it's
No, it's
him,
good.
Mao,
It's
Fear and
good.
Hunger Duke. Cool. All right, what you got going on, Brim?
links are falling
Tomorrow I'm
forward.
gonna be taking after
Oh,
you a
nice.
little bit and
The
trying to
link is
finish some
what the
miniatures.
fuck? Hold on.
Here I go.
Yeah, you can get your link, Mal, and I'll post it.
And
did
before that, I'm
not.
going to be trying some of the Grimmy Hatesy hot sauce, so I'm probably gonna die tomorrow, and there will be no more streams after that.
Yeah. Tell
It's
us what
good.
it is.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
it's pretty legit. I actually ordered a series of that. I don't know. Are you a spice baby?
Absolutely yes.
Oh, then you're gonna explode.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yippee!
Whee!
All right, Peony, what you got going on?
I haven't made my schedule for next week, but more than likely, I'm going to be finishing up Indica. It's this cool, like, indie psychedelic nun game that came out
Ooh.
like last month. It's been an incredibly fun ride from what we played. So I'm going to try to finish that up this week. And also, I know Next Fest starts on Steam. I love checking out demos for games. So I'm going to look for the weirdest demos to play, and we'll probably play that on Wednesday. So that's all I have planned so far. You never know, there might be more, but you can find me
yeah.
on Peony playing Possum without a G. That's playing on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Future Fest or Next Fest, but there's a game called Judero you should check out.
I
It's
want to check
it's
that one. It's so bad. It looks
yeah,
so
let's
incredible.
go. I played some of his other games. They're really fun. They're the kind of games that I like playing them, but my viewers are like, what the fuck kaleidoscope nonsense are you showing to me? Because they're all claymation and they're all insane
love
in
that
like a very
stuff,
nice
though.
way. Let's see. And then I will be painting some Trench Crusade minis tomorrow on my channel. That's gonna be fun. It's a this is what I was maybe going to show you later, Mal. It's technically a setting that's being made from this like really cool horror artist work. The idea, it's World War, like in 1099, the Knights Templar opened a gate to hell in Jerusalem, and it is now roughly around World War I time, as like the entire world is kind of shifted over to having to deal with a never-ending horde of demons. And the church,
that's
the
Trench
church,
Crusade, right?
yeah. It's
Yeah, that
very
looks
cool.
sick.
Yeah. I feel like you kind of like the way they do the lore too. So I'll have to show you that as spooky lore, man. I figured that might be up your alley. Anyway,
Oh, absolutely.
I can't do Juice Galaxy anymore. Everyone just strongly disliked that. As
Juice Galaxy looks incredible. I've been wanting to check it out.
it's fun. It's a lot.
What's Juice Galaxy?
Juice Galaxy is a game where you are a wizard that fires juice, and it is a good way to make sure that everyone who watches it has a confusion seizure. It's great. Recommend. You can wield pizza as a weapon.
These screenshots look insane. What the hell?
It absolutely is. All right. You should check that out. So on the YouTube side, I'm going to end the YouTube things because I don't really know much about YouTube rating yet. And I will see all of you on YouTube tomorrow because I do the mini painting on there as well. So, bye-bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks again, Hal.
Bye.
All right. And then